let's get into it. The four of you, having been invited by a particular friend in very high place, just the
The
king of
highest
the area,
place?
King Barris, he invited you all to join the Adventurers Guild as part of the Heaspring Gala representation. Requesting your presence as part of the yearly celebrations of generosity from the wealthy individuals within the city. The party, having spent the previous 2 days building up your repertoire of equipment, materials, and sweet treats with which to bribe the locals, you mounted your carriage, and with a gentle amount of persuasion for Bruno, you quickly joined the parade, outgoing up the main slopes towards the palace itself. Having thrown what little sweets and candy that you could to those who milled around the streets and were looking to try and get some sight of their favourite friends or their heroes, their matchbook card famous people, the population the population came out and celebrated you on, despite not really knowing who most of you are yet. Once the
Yet.
once the parade, having travelled up the main slope and through the centre of the city, arrived finally at the palace itself, and you decamped, much to the chagrin of some of the much more wealthy individuals who had tried to blag their way in through the front door. The four of you strode full force into the main hall and was immediately surrounded by the extremely ultra wealthy individuals who typically were invited to the Heaspring Gala and to the palace itself. The four of you making relatively decent small talk with the majority of the population were quickly accosted by someone who you hadn't thought you would see again, Miss Arissa Nightingale. With Arissa Nightingale facing similar chagrin and open hostilities from some of the other noblemen across the area, was thankful for the distraction of your presence, as well as the helpful distraction of other individuals who King Barris had deemed worthy to join him in the Heaspring Gala, to add a bit of colour to the overall formalities. With the main body of the gala itself over and done with toasts and celebrations, King Barris, along with Sasha and the newly anointed Lindra Redfarrow as adoptive daughter,
Now that we know who she is.
were quick to disappear into the crowds so as to avoid confrontation and the open discussion of sourness in the nobleman. Having deemed yourselves as more of an outdoor folks, you all travelled out onto the balcony, out the back of the palace, overlooking the royal yacht, the royal docks, and also some of the hanging gardens that the palace is famous for. As you all stood around listening to the general political talk of some of your visiting ex-enemies from the Viserion Empire, there was a moment of silence, followed by a blinding flash of red light as bodies and boxes were thrown asunder from the table filled to the brim with gifts and bribes of all sorts from the ruling parties. You all awoke very quickly afterwards from the shockwave, most of you aware, or at least partially prepared for some kind of event. You all managed to quickly recover yourself as the ash and soot begins to fall around you. Small pieces of paper emblazoned with two swords and a very crude pointed arrow littering the floor around you. As you all come to your senses and look to the bodies of your fallen comrades around you, of which you wouldn't want to happen to even the worst of people, you see the charred remains of the fireball engulfed corpses next to the once prestigious table, now emblazoned wooden pyre. With a quick stir, you begin to ready yourself for yet more to come. And as you look across the open land, you see that some of the bodies are actually moving, and you begin to feel hope inside your heart that perhaps someone else has survived, that it couldn't just be you, and that you can help. But as you look closer, you begin to see that some of these bodies are moving in unusual and disjointed ways. Arms were flapping
Necromancy.
back on themselves as some of the colourful strings of paper begin to shred themselves into the air. The bodies twist and turn, with blood and guts beginning to slop onto the floor around you, and it takes a moment for your eyes to finally adjust to the darkness and to the sudden engulfment of smoke and ash. But as your eyes begin to adjust, you see that some of the present boxes are actually still in one piece. They seem remarkably untouched, almost as though a glass in a tornado full of wine, completely untouched whilst everything else around it is destroyed. But as you look closer, you begin to see the boxes themselves moving. And it takes a moment before an arm and a head flop to one side. A moment of clarity as you see a torn box-like face looking up from the corpse above you, across the room from you. Multitude of arms folding out of this cardboard box, forming grey, almost homunculi kind of stitched together bodies as a rows of teeth drip acidic saliva onto the floor.
It's a gift mimic. I hate
Also,
it.
we got that on Twitch, but not Roll20.
Yeah.
I've pressed show to players, so perhaps...
It might just have it lag behind it.
This is annoying.
I would have
Show me
expected
the-
Roll20 to
Come
be
on, Roll20,
quicker
show
than-
me the
Show
gross
to
thing.
players!
Oh, no, it's disappeared on both.
Clicking show to
Show me
players.
the gross thing, Roll20.
Show to players.
Show us the thing.
I'm showing to the players, but it's not showing to the players.
Wrong scene?
I mean, it could be. No, I'm on the same scene as you guys.
No.
Spoilers.
Showing to the players, but I'm not showing to the players.
You could give it to us as
There we
the...
go. Wait.
That's the palace.
Yeah. Oh, it's got its icon out. If you zoom all the way in...
Yeah, I do have its icon
Oh,
out.
geez, there's more to her.
Hey, some of these dead bodies
yeah.
are wearing jeans and jackets. One of them is a passed out drinking lady with a crop top on.
God, you've made me wet my armor.
Oh,
Is
there's a gross.
Is that what the meat popsicle is?
Congrats, those are awful.
Ah!
Now we can see
Yeah, I
it.
hate that.
Oh wow!
Now
That's
show to players
nasty.
works.
There we go.
Ugh.
Oh, that's gross.
And as you begin to stir, some of the other corpses, muffled screams begin to be silenced as the sickening sound of crunching teeth and torn flesh begins to fill the air, as the skittering of feet echoes throughout the halls and throughout the stonework floors. I need you all to roll initiative.
Damn it.
Uh-oh.
Also, we just lost Ben. No, we didn't. Who did we...
No,
what?
it's not me.
Oh, your video's broken for me.
Mine?
Probably
Oh,
just,
hold on.
yeah. It's from, well, no, I can see you on Ed's stream. It's just Roll20 being
no.
weird.
Let me reload.
What's initiative?
I know Amber's
Sec,
just
I
disappeared
need
from
to-
me, but-
Okay.
What's
Yeah,
the
just funny.
initiative roll? Where?
D20.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong. What is it
Oh,
again?
what a fucking excellent roll.
Sorry, I'm just rearranging all my windows because I don't like the way I can't see my character sheet.
How do you figure out the modifier?
It's just Dex.
That's your dex modifier.
What's the? Is it /R or R/? I'm so sorry.
Flash R.
Flash R.
Guys, you should just all make macro buttons in Roll20.
You should
for
probably all make
maybe.
macro
rolling-
buttons.
No, learn the commands. Do it properly.
Wah.
Oh my gosh, am I going to be the fastest?
Probably.
Actually.
The fastest at 12.
You got
Wasn't I
a character
unconscious?
tile for me, Ed.
No, only people who were on time got character tiles.
I was on time.
Hey, what
Yeah,
do you
you
know?
were.
Only
My,
people who were here early get custom character tiles.
what do you know? My character tile looks like a handsome bard type character that used to be there.
It looks like
Aw.
Matt Mercer holding an orb.
It does.
It does.
You're Matt Mercer holding an orb.
I wish.
I know.
I'd play with you guys if I was Matt Mercer.
I can't actually drag it at all, but oh well.
And it-
Am I
Can
allowed
I
to
has
move me?
control?
I am allowed to move me. Hooray.
Can I please has control?
No, I can't.
Trying.
This is the first session back after a while moment of like, how does Roll20 work?
Why does
Yeah,
nothing
pretty
work?
much.
This one. I need this one.
Oh, Ed, it's the
Where's
present
where's
thing,
the exit? Ah, he needs to
the
move.
thing you were
this
drawing
way.
while I was talking to you
Yes.
back when.
Yeah.
I understand the phrase, I need to make the eyeball more muscular now. Which he did say.
I did say that. I did say I need to make the eyeballs more muscular now.
That's brilliant.
That's awful.
You're welcome.
Well done.
It's
Why is-
great.
I
Why
hate
is-
it.
Why
I
is
can't wait to
Roll20
kill them.
Why is Roll20 hidden the frickin' eraser?
Tim, 3. Gustav, 6. Cecil, 12. Octor, 10. Jurgen, 10.
Everyone rolled abysmally. How is Irvin here? How does that work?
I just did what I was told.
She's
Uh-huh.
a guest.
Actually, no, hang on. Jurgen will actually introduce you later. Sorry.
I was gonna say that's fine. I thought I'd roll just in case.
Oh, it's fine. No problem.
Oh, good.
I'm
We're even more
excited.
fucked now.
So you also taken the
Has
damage that
Irvin?
you did from last time, right?
Weird
Yes.
presents are popping up and characters are popping in and out. It's all going.
Cecil took 32 points of damage and the rest of us took 16.
Oh fuck yeah! Thank you.
I'm on 23 health, which is
I'm on
not great
25.
for now, until you turn into a fucking horse again and leave us.
Right.
What do I do?
Hey,
Tim's
Tim's not going to leave Gustav anywhere.
Okay. Hop on.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
yes.
5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8.
Careful, careful.
What'd you say? It was
You're
32
going to get like a
points of damage.
sarcastic horse look.
4,
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6,
It's a shitload.
It really is.
6, 3, 15,
Man,
17,
I can't wait to be last in the initiative order.
13.
So I got 18. I'm on 18 HP. This is not going to go well at a level 5 battle.
Can you heal
Yeah.
yourself?
Position heal thyself.
Can one heal thyself? Let's have a look.
Probably got a potion, right?
Good question.
We're all gonna waste our first turn of combat trying to heal up to full health.
Oh, I've got 2 potions of superior healing.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Super.
I
And
don't
we're
know
off.
what I'm going to do on my first turn yet.
So, first turn, first turn, one of the boxes begins to chew on one of the corpses nearby to it. I'm going to roll to see whether or not it perceives that any of you are alive.
Shit.
Roll to 10. Does anyone have a... No, actually, that's fine. Yeah, no, fine. It doesn't recognise that any of you are a threat. It carries on chewing down on some of the corpses that it's been munching on. 2, 3, 2 and 3 are also going to do the same. See whether or not they can perceive you. You're all prone at the moment, so you all have advantage. Nope. And right, so I need Tim, since you're nearest, I need you to roll me a stealth check with advantage. Because
What's
he's
my
trying to
stealth
perceive you from a
bonus,
long
Tim?
way away.
Yeah, let's do that. 14.
14. One of the boxes, one of the homunculi mimics, looks up and spies you, trying to rustle your way down, and begins to make its way over towards you. It can move. It can move 35
It's alive.
feet.
Oh,
Ugh.
And
Horrifying.
it skitters over the bodies.
Ugh.
Its three-pronged, claw-like feet skittering over the floor. As it reaches you, it's going to just give a quick bite to see if it can chew down, munch down.
It gives you a quick nibble.
I don't want to be nibbled.
It's all like.
Right. That's a natural
I wanna be
20.
nibbled.
So does that a 25 hit? Yes, it does.
That's not a nibble. That's not a nibble, mate. That's a chunk.
That is a chomp.
You take four points of piercing damage, and 3 points of acid damage.
Ow.
Oh.
As you manage to get a full
Ugh.
eyeful now because it's right in front of you. The box itself is pristine despite the smoke and the ash, but the entire thing has been torn open with its jaws sticking out underneath. It's almost like a limpet. So the underside is just rows of teeth funneling into this pitch black orb at the center.
To be honest, I didn't realise we'd stepped into a Silent Hill style game.
Yeah.
Your
And are
mistake.
these presents that were on the
Christ.
table, like, can we tell, like, this was this present, we saw it when we looked at the presents?
You
Or
can
are
have a
they
look
like-
on your turn.
Oh.
Cecil,
Oh Christ!
you're currently prone.
I'm currently prone, and can I move my character? Yes, I can. Okay. How far can I go? 30. Each of these tiles is 5, isn't it?
Yes. Arctor, you're coming up next, so think about what you want to do.
Yeah. I can't move my tile though.
Can you attack diagonally?
Yes, you can.
Of course we can.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long, then.
Well, okay, it has for me. Okay, so I'm going. Oh, crap! I guess I need to spend an action to stand up.
No, it takes your movement.
It takes half your movement to stand up.
That takes half my movement. Okay, yep, I stand up.
You can still move 15 feet.
Sure, so you
Yeah.
stand up, and you've now got
Turn.
15 feet worth of movement. Where do you want to go to?
I am going to hop next to Tim, and with my. Do I have my sword and shit? No, crap.
You do not have your sword.
Your cane saber.
Oh crap! Yeah, we don't have any weapons on us, do we?
Well, some of us don't need weapons.
Some of us don't need weapons.
My whole body's a weapon.
Hmm.
Some of us are the weapon.
Gustav is a weapon.
Crap. Okay.
You have a
Punch
cane
it.
saber.
I don't know.
I do,
Cecil
but
has
I can't remember what stats
I
it
thought
would
was
have.
just like a basic
It's just
rapier,
using
wasn't
a
it?
rapier, yeah.
It's just a rapier,
It's
okay,
just a
so
rapier
it's-
stats.
It's just a hidden rapier.
Do I have rapier stats?
Give it a stab.
Gimme.
Stick him with pointy end.
Yeah, basically. Where the fuck is equipment? Go there.
I'd also like to say a quick hello and thank you for everyone who's joined us in the chat. Hi guys!
Rapier.
Welcome to the new shit show. Let's see how they turn out.
Piercing. 1d8. Yeah, so Cecil is going to step over the prone Arcthor and
Thanks.
and
Some of us have bigger
Gustav.
problems.
Yeah, Gustav, and he's going to draw his the rapier from his cane,
saber. Yep.
his cane saber, and he will take a stab at the horrifying box spider
Present
next
mimic.
to Tim.
Go right ahead. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. It's 1d20, isn't it?
Plus your proficiency.
Plus. Proficiency in history, insight, perception, persuasion.
No, just flat proficiency for combat.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Plus 3.
That's +3, is it?
It is. It's
Probably your
level
strength.
5.
I don't know. You can use I don't know
Okay,
what it's called.
so it'll be 9 then, with
9 hits. Roll for damage.
9 what now?
9 hits. Oh, thank God.
I was scared these were dangerous.
There's a lot of them.
Well, I mean, they have done. They do
1d8.
damage, as it turns out.
7. 7 piercing.
As you thrust out with your rapier, it
Good
pierces through one side of the box and straight through the other. It's almost as though it's just gone through like
It's almost like
a
it's
rag
paper.
doll. You kind of feel like that sickening crunch, like when you poke a sandbag. It's like you just pierce straight through it, and it gives out this horrifying sound as it whimpers back from the pain as 3 of the 4 eyes lock onto you.
Oh, good.
Arcthor, you're up next.
Okay, I would like to.
Yevon, you're after. Oh,
I
sorry.
would like to.
It's not here.
Sorry.
We did.
apologies.
We said Evan wasn't there.
Yep, no, you're right.
She's thinking of us.
I would like to
I wonder
cast.
what's going on at the palace.
Just check. Is everybody within 30 feet of me at the moment?
Yeah.
Yes.
I will cast Pass Without Trace on me and the party.
Pass Without a Trace will use a spell slot and will give you +10 on stealth.
Cool. And then I want to I'm going to politely suggest we should get out of here and get our weapons. And I call out to Cecil, Tim, who's falling on the floor, and Gustav, who is, I'm assuming, still prone at this point.
Yeah, he's doing sit-ups or something. I don't know.
How much movement have I got, Ed?
You have 15 feet of movement.
Okay,
Oh,
I just
wow.
moved. I moved 15 feet towards the exit.
So you want to move 15 feet towards the exit, which is... I think you can move yourself, can't you?
No,
I can't, no.
Oh, hang on. Let me just...
I can't move myself either.
I can.
Hang on.
Some of us have the ability to conjure weapons, as you're about to find out.
But for those of
It's
us that
fun.
don't, it's a good idea
This is
to
gonna
retreat.
be fun.
Right, you should now have the ability to move yourself.
Yeah. How many feet is a tile?
5 feet.
5.
Okay, so I could put it to. Yeah.
And Gustav, you can now move yourself.
Hooray!
Right. There is...
And
It's now one of the other boxes. One of the boxes looks over to try and see through the thick smoke whether or not he can see you. This is box number 6, which puts me on the far right.
Oh god, it's the
10.
Hitler box.
No, it cannot see you. And carries
Yeah,
on
none of them are going to be
chowing-
able to see us now.
carries on chowing down on one of the bodies in front of it. Gustav, you're up.
Yeah, so can I make the observation about whether or not they were presents that were on the table?
Yes, you can.
And they are, or
Yes,
Like-
they were all very clearly present that you recognise being on the table, but they're all of the same shape and size, but you thought that they were all similar presents at the time.
okay, possibly brought by the same person.
Quick, get their name
Cool.
tags.
Ooh. So I'm going to cast, while still lying down, like a coward, I'm going to cast Mage Armor, because that seems prudent.
Sure.
Just going to burn spell slot. First level. And then, yeah, I'm going to try and sneakily get up and follow Arcthor, because it seems like a good idea. 1, 2, 3.
You're trying to bounce, and some of us have problems to deal with.
Look, there's no one left here to save. I'm on board with certain people having more better weapons.
Yes.
Moving on.
I can't run away right now though.
No. does
I'll get
not see
monched
you.
again.
Number 2 does not need to roll perception because he can see you. And one of the other boxes,
see
having
who?
having heard the squeal of its comrade being stabbed, begins to skitter over towards
What's stabbing? No stabbing here.
both
Ah.
Tim and Cecil.
Yeah, that didn't need to happen.
And looking at the already prone Tim, who deems him as not as much of a threat as the one who stood up with a sword. And what he does is, looking at you, it decides that you're being too much of a threat and it wants to stop you from fighting, as a black Icarus tongue fires out from underneath its body and attempts to grapple you. I need you to
I
roll
beg
a
your pardon.
strength
From
check.
where? Do I not get to try and dodge it?
You get a strength check.
I get a strength check. Okay. Oh, it's a good thing I'm one burly guy. I'll do 20. Is that a save or just a? It's just
a-
against.
It's a save, probably. Yeah, save. It's a save.
Okay.
Executive decision save.
I think it'd be a save.
Ah, piss off.
As you go to dive over to one side, this thick black tongue wraps itself around your leg and squeezes, sending shocking pain up your leg. You take 2 points of crushing damage, and you also take 2 points of acid damage
Ugh.
as the saliva begins to eat into your leg and chew through the clothes. You're currently grappled.
What was that? Two and 2, was it?
Yeah.
And acid.
You're currently grappled and you can't move.
Well done, Joe.
That's that.
What's that?
14. Oh, this is not looking good for me.
What is it? What do you want?
Box 1, having heard the screech from upstairs at its comrades, begins to skitter over the stairs.
Oh, good.
Makes it to the top of the stairs just in time to see the two of you fighting the boxes, fighting its other comrades. Box 3, also having seen people, but seeing people beginning to flee towards the exit, decides that he's going to try and cut you off at the pass. Skittering across the floor, it then leaps up at Arcthor and attempts to bite you, throwing its entire body weight towards the lunge.
We're gonna have to kill them.
That's a 25.
Ugh.
Does 25 hit? Says the DM, knowing full well.
So that is 9 points of piercing damage and 5 points of acid damage.
Ow.
Yikes.
Does Arcthor have Hellish Rebuke, James?
As it leaps at you and wraps its lamprey-like teeth around your arms to begin to wrestle it.
No, I don't have Hellish Rebuke.
It's a tiefling thing, but
Oh
sometimes
no, I do have Hellish Rebuke.
you can set it on fire as a reaction.
Excellent.
welcome.
I'm gonna do that.
Just because I have it as well now. So
Do you want to use Hellish Rebuke on that?
Yes, I do.
Sure, then cast Hellish Rebuke.
Cool. So
So, Hellish Rebuke should be, I think it's a... it's here.
Dex save.
under my level
No
2.
one can read that. It's a level 1 and it's Dex save and it's
I thought it was a level
2d10.
2, my friend, because you get it as a... Because as a tiefling, I think you get it cast as level 2, don't you?
I believe so, if I recall.
Oh, cool.
Hence the reason why it's so dangerous.
Cool. How do I?
Hellish Rebuke. You point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
The damage increases by 1d10 for each slot level above first, so I need to do
So it's
2d10.
2d10, yeah.
And then plus dex save, which
It's
is
2d10, and then dex save against your casting modifier.
which one's the casting? Jesus.
As a ranger, no fucking clue. Wisdom?
It
Yeah.
should be on. It should be on your. So on your character sheet on the spell page at the top, it will then say what your spell save modifier is.
Oh yes, attack bonus, spell save. Yeah, it's 14.
Okay, so roll the 2d10 and we'll see how much damage it takes.
Oh.
The modifiers plus.
You said he was forced to cast it as a second level.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So it's 3d10 then.
Oh,
Oh, it's
3d10.
Oh, sorry, it is 3d10. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nasty.
Brutal.
Also,
Exactly the same.
exactly the same, except it's a waste of a spell slot for it. But yeah.
What was that? That was number 3. Number 3 takes 12 points of damage as you manage to successfully wrestle it off your shoulders and you shove it to the ground as you point your finger, and words don't pass your lips. Just magical essence as it suddenly spontaneously engulfed in flames. It's screeching as sections of the paper begin to peel back away from the body, and you see more and more grey homunculi flesh that's been stitched together underneath.
horrifying.
Is it a box filled with people parts?
12 points of damage. Right. Tim, you're up.
Well, I think I'm gonna cast Flame Blade and hit the thing, and I'm gonna stand up first, obviously. We're doing standing up. Flame Blade is bonus action, and then a melee attack with the Flame Blade as my action. So. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, a 22 does hit. Roll for damage.
It takes 4 fire damage.
The one directly in front of you.
Yes. Probably, if it's made of paper, probably sets it on fire as well.
Note to DM. Paper burns.
No, to
Please.
DM. Paper burn.
Please.
Lots of the stuff that says, ignites, blah blah blah, doesn't affect like living things.
So it takes 4 points of damage as your flame blade slices through one of its what you thought was ribbon, but as you slice through it, you begin to see that it's sinew that's been painted red. And as it drifts away,
So much worse.
as it drifts away, you see the magical effect that had previously hidden its visage begins to wane as pieces of flesh drop to the ground.
Turns out it's all tongues.
all tongues.
Back to the top of the round, having seen this explosion of fire up on the second floor, the previous ones who were unknown of your presence begin to skitter towards you, abandoning their prey. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. As they begin to skitter towards you.
Yeah, no, those can all fuck off.
Cecil, you're up. Arcturus next.
So I'm not going to move anywhere, but you get 2 actions, don't you?
Action, bonus action.
You get an action and a bonus action, but as a fighter, you do get 2 actions because you get the ability to attack twice.
So I get 2 attacks per action.
You get 2 attacks per round. As a level 5 fighter, you do get 2 attacks.
Cool.
Please kill it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just shove my pointy end into
pointy
the
end.
one in my in front of me.
You know, have like not fighting styles. What are they called? Where you have like
He does, yeah. They are called fighting styles.
okay, like weird different types of attack you can do to like debuff enemies and stuff like that. If you don't have them written down, then
so hit.
Oh,
hit.
actually, no. Sorry,
Oh.
you don't get a second. You don't get a second attack. Sorry, that's just action surge.
Well, apparently,
You can only use it
it
once
was
per
like-
turn.
so in my box, it says actions, attacks per action 2.
you might get a second attack.
You might do. Hang on, which fighting?
Depends
What fighting style
Oh,
did you go for? You went for
I'm just reading the D&D sheet you gave me.
yeah.
I thought you were a duelist or something.
No idea.
So we
Honestly,
spoke
no
about
idea.
this. It's going to annoy me.
So currently on my sheet, that's what I want. Am I in the right one? Nope. That's what it looks like.
You put it in one shot.
Did have a
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Yeah. My bad.
beginning at 5th level. You can attack twice instead of once. Whenever
Yep.
you take an attack action on your turn, the number of attacks increases to 3 when you reach 11th level. So you
Yep.
definitely get that, but then you should also have
You can
a
also
fighting
use
style.
yeah. So your fighting style would either be archery, defense, dueling, great weapon fighting, protection, or 2-weapon fighting. I think you chose dueling.
Yeah, we spoke about how that's
Two
like a
ac-
noble.
Actions. I got bonus actions. 2 weapon fighting. You take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon. Holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different melee weapon. Okay, I'm only holding one thing for at the moment, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
But yes, you get +7 to hit. Hence the reason why you get such an incredible attack. You get an incredible to hit bonus. Yes, you can attack twice in a turn. You can also use action surge once every long rest, short or long rest, to give yourself
So I got-
a third.
Yeah, I got. So you set second wind. Apparently, is that one? Once per
Sec-
short rest,
Yep.
you can use a bonus action to regain. Oh, that's
Yeah,
HP.
that's
Oh my
HP.
dear.
Yeah,
I mean, you probably want to
you
do
can
that.
also do that as well.
Maybe.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, action
Yeah.
surge. Yeah, 1 additional action point. 1 times per short rest. Okay, cool. Good.
You know what your
Uh,
martial archetype is as well while we're here?
Stop asking me questions. I told you I didn't do my
everyone.
homework.
Just to let you know, these guys
Anyway,
haven't played in like 6
carrying
weeks.
on.
So
Complicated questions.
hi,
Oh,
chat.
they're all
Welcome.
really
I hope
good,
you guys
though.
Having fun.
Well, the special attacks are really good.
18. That hits. Roll damage.
Fighter in 5e is actually kind of interesting.
Ugh.
Please kill it. These things are awful and I hate them. Well done, Ed.
Nice.
Hey, that's full damage.
8. Nice. Fantastic. Again, as you pierce its body, it squeals out yet more of the homunculi pieces beginning to slump away from it. It looks incredibly damaged.
Oh, good, because I'm going to hit it again.
But wait, there's more. That also hits. Roll for damage.
Thank
A
you.
9 hit.
Ah.
I'd love to know what its AC actually is.
That's
Terrible.
a 2 on
They've
damage.
got really high attack modifiers though.
Yes,
So
I
I-
know.
How do you want to kill it?
I think Mage Armor was a waste.
So I want to go. How many eyes does it have?
It has 4.
It has 4. Well, I go stabbity, stabbity, stab, and then just stab it through the middle.
You poke. You expertly dash all 4 of its eyes, giving it a good poke, and there's a sickening pop as the ichor begins to pour out of it, and it squeals back. Each time you poke it, one of the arms flailing loosely and helplessly in the air before finally you pierce through the center of the box, and a big puff of black smoke just pours out of all of the holes and around the jaws as it slumps to the ground, dead.
Oh, we've seen that before, lads.
We have. Okay.
We have seen black smoke crawling out of corpses before.
Arcthor,
One of
it's
us
your
have.
turn.
Some of us have.
Is there any rubble around which I can use as a weapon, like some sort of sharp pointed bit of stone or something like that?
So as you look around, you see that there are several pieces of wood that might be beneficial, and they like sharpened splinters that have been blown apart from the table.
Are there any of them between me and the door?
Roll me a perception check.
Dogs are not. Can you not do anything without a weapon?
Not really, no. I mean, I can try a fist fight, but I don't think it'd go too well.
No, deck the horror. It'll be fine.
We've got enough to calculate all these damn things, so...
They've got weird vascular eyes. Poke it in the eye.
You could prime a dodge as your action as well to like bide some time, because there might be like a
There are
weapon
so
on the
many
ground
of them.
we could move to safely. Like if we retreat away from the rest, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just you're going to take an attack of opportunity if you move away. Oh, you could disengage as an action. Actually, that's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
20 plus... Perception damage 3. Yay!
Wow, nice.
Lying by your feet, you find a piece of wood roughly 2 foot long that's sharpened and slightly on flame at one end. And kicking it up into your hands, you give it a good old heft, and it will do well as both a club and as a pointy thing.
I want to throw it as a javelin to make use of my ranged.
You can throw it as a javelin.
Do you have something in your face though?
Throw it at the thing that's right in front of you.
Yes, that's what I plan to do.
If you throw it at the thing in front of you, you'll have disadvantage because it's too close.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to go for the... I've just seen Cecil or Jim, whichever one of them, do the pointy stabbing through the middle.
Cecil.
I would...
So,
Cecil, yeah. And I would like to try and do the same thing.
You begin. So you yeet the flaming stick.
that's a technical term.
It is a new technical term. Roll to attack.
Hell, what's the attack? What's the attack roll?
So a javelin.
It's just a D20 plus whatever.
Yeah, just roll to
Roll a
attack.
d20.
What's the modifier, though?
Javelin.
I think
Your
Ed's looking
range
that up.
modifier.
Oh, that.
So your attack modifier, use that.
Figure out where it is.
Some penalty for using improvised weapons.
Penalty is damage reduction.
Okay.
If I write it down. It's the annoying thing about writing in road. You get what you've done, folks. It's so long since we played. So I've got plus 2 bonus for range, but that's not anything.
Wait, +2 takes it up to 10, which definitely hits.
Yeah, let's do plus 2 then. That's
And
cool.
hit. Roll 1d4.
E4 is better than nothing.
Oh, nice.
3, nice.
It does 3 points of damage.
Which one was that? The one next to Cecil?
I'm assuming
That's
this
the one next.
Or do you want this one?
That one. Yeah, it's because I was going to go for the Pokey Pokies rather than the.
Oh, not throwing
use
it.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
throwing it. Sorry.
Okay, you're not throwing it. It still hits. You poke that one straight in the eye. It squeals as it reels backwards slightly. It looks more peeved than anything else.
And if somebody poked you in the eye with a log, you'd be pissed off.
As this roughly 2.5 foot long wooden stake has been rammed into the side of the box.
Does the fire do anything to the box?
No, it does not. Good try.
They are not actually presents, they're fleshy and disgusting.
So we have number 6. Number 6 begins to skitter over towards you. Number 6 now actually having recognized where you guys are, it begins to bustle over and begins to Spider-Man climb over the ramparts. next to one of its colleagues, and as you look, you see that the eyes are moving and vibrating slightly as they talk to one another.
Oh, I
Ugh.
hate it.
I also
I
don't
really
like
wish
the
it
term
would.
colleagues. They all from the same department.
Gustav, you're up.
Oof.
Oh,
So how-
save me?
How happy does the one that's right next to me in Arkthor look?
It looks like it has taken no damage.
Oh.
Fun.
Something
Cool.
devastating.
What,
I
like
could
talk
be
about its
wicked
mother?
lame, and then I'm just gonna do Eldritch Blast because fuck it.
Name one spell. Eldritch Blast.
I mean that's a nat 20.
Sorry,
Nat
that's
20?
far too low.
That hits.
Certainly
roll for
doesn't
damage.
miss.
That is an Eldritch Blast crit.
Don't forget your bonus damage on that one as well. I think.
I don't think I get any bonus damage on that one, unfortunately. I
Oh,
think it's
no.
just a flat.
You not get bonus damage on crits?
Oh, good. A 4.
Double the dice because you got 20. You got a nat
Okay.
20, so you double the dice. So it's 8 points.
Suspense. Great. 6.
6. 6 is better than none.
Yep,
Six is
true.
better than none.
Zap.
As there's a crack of thunder as a purple bolt fires out of your finger for the first time, as it sears a hole in the side of the box, one of its mandibles dropping to the floor before a second smaller arm rolls out of the wound and begins to use that as a foot instead.
That's
Oh, that's
gross. These things are awful.
I know, right? And I'm also gonna use my movement after that to. It's gonna be a mistake.
For what?
Does it look like any of the corpses like behind us were? Are there any guard corpses anywhere? Like, are there any weapons on the ground?
Roll me perception.
Ah, fuck! Damn you! That's what is my perception? It's wisdom, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, it's an 8.
You see that one of the guards is currently hanging off of the handrails, screaming for his life, trying to hide from the ongoing issues. But he is way over here,
I can't even see. He's so way over there. Oh, okay.
far to the
Ah.
left.
I'll fucking take that. I'm gonna head in his direction. So he's probably not up for fighting much, huh?
No, he's not.
Cool. It's alright. You might have a sword though.
Screaming and running away never fixed your problems.
I'll get you a sword, Arkthor.
Are you moving, my friend? You haven't
Huh?
moved.
Be quick.
Oh,
Oh.
I have moved. What?
Nope.
Can you not
Nope.
see it?
Nope.
I moved to here.
What?
Oh, interesting. Oh, you can't even see me pinging. My connection to the server has been interrupted. Well, that explains that, doesn't it? Let me.
Oh, so does mine. There we go.
I'm still alive.
Come on, roll 20. You're fine. There we go.
Oh, Jamie's picture was so fantastic.
I know. I could see it in the.
Beautiful.
Oh, weird. It decided that I had moved after I
Gustav,
refreshed.
8.
Oh. Yep.
Number 9.
Gonna
roll
run over there.
7, 2, and 1. So number 7 also begins to skitter over. 7.
Oh no.
Number 2, this one, wraps around the side of where Tim is.
Oh, good.
Oh, you've wait, killed the wrong one?
That's number 2, yeah.
Did I thought I killed the one in front of me.
You've killed this
You
one.
killed the one in front of
But
Tim.
not this
'cause I
one.
was-
What about this one?
Yeah, that one's 1 that comes after this initiative. That's the
Oh,
one after
right,
this.
it's moved up. Okay, right.
So this one's moved up. It's gonna lash out at Tim.
Oh, good.
Uh,
It's going well for me.
and I roll a third nat 20.
I really hope not.
21.
Haha.
It's a 21 hit. Fuck off. I'm gonna get a drink.
That is 9 points of piercing damage.
Shit, son.
and 6 points of acid damage.
Hope you got some berries to eat, boy.
As-
Those are not good in combat. Wait, what was that? 9 and 6?
9 and 6.
Fucking hell.
As
Leave me alone.
as it latches around your leg and you feel the teeth begin to sink in like a lamprey. The rows of teeth sinking in one after the other as its saliva begins to drip through and burn the skin. So number 1, handily pointed out by our fellow Cecil, who's wrestled Cecil to make sure that he can't move. He's now going to attack you because he's got you in his grip with advantage because you're restrained. Say nothing, and that's also a nothing. As it tries to reel you in with its tongue, its teeth snapping at the air, but each time you just like yank your leg to one side. They're not particularly heavy things, so you're kind of swinging it like a yo-yo on the end of a string around your leg as it tries to reel you in towards its lamprey-like mouth.
If I did a cartwheel, would I take it with me?
Sure. Tim, you're up next.
Ugh. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is consume one of my potions of greater healing because I am on 3 fucking hit points.
Oof.
So
Yeah.
greater healing is
Is that an action or a bonus action?
that is a bonus action because
Oh my
I am
God.
GM.
And you've outnumbered us horribly.
So I recover 18 hit points. Hooray!
Congratulations. You have an action. What would you like to do?
I do have an action. What would I like to do? How
Fiery stick.
the one that just ran up next to me? What kind of condition is it in? No, nothing's hit it yet, right?
Nothing's hit it yet.
Okay. And is it holding me still in any way?
No, it's not.
Okay. So can I just get away from it?
You can, but it will take an attack of opportunity. You may
Anyway,
face
that's
2.
not happen. Huh?
You may face 2 attacks of opportunity because you've got one that's currently
What?
wrestling Cecil and the one next to you.
Bonk it. Bonk it with your fist.
Maybe. Surely the one that's wrestling Cecil will have to let go in order to attack.
It
me.
would
They
let go
have
of him,
many
yes.
limbs.
They do.
Many limbed and 4 eyes. Sounds like they'd be good multitaskers.
Mm-hmm. What is that? Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna hit it with my flame sword again. Hit that one with my flame sword.
Go for it. Roll to hit. Roll to attack.
What's the roll to attack? Oh, that's a nat 20.
It hits.
Hooray!
Does a 26 hit?
Yeah, I'll remember that.
How do I... Badoop. Fuck, how does... I just remembered.
You're half orc. You've got a crit.
I just remembered. I'm half orc and I got a crit.
You did, yes.
So wait, how many...
Welcome to Pound Town.
What does it take by default? Oh, not that. Not that. We got, so Flame Blade is 3d6. Crit is crit +1 or is crit double the dice?
Crit is roll 2. So roll double dice.
Roll double dice.
Yeah.
And then half orc crit is that again.
Yes, it is.
So I'm rolling 9d6. It takes 28 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I'd quite like to just like do you like like a sort of lunging swing where I like go underneath and cut it straight up the center.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
In one sickening fell swoop, as you go to uppercut this present box, you carve it straight through the seam and send either half spiraling off into the sky in a comical limbs out, ragdoll fashion in either direction, as its body tumbles to one side, either side pouring out black smoke in the cartwheel as it disappears into the surrounding bushes.
Beautiful. So beautiful. I love when half-orc crits come out to play.
It's only happened a couple of times.
I know, but
Right.
it's so good when it does.
So, the one that's currently wrestling Cecil is going to try and attack you again with advantage because you're still engaged in wrestling. 9, that does not hit. Does a 16 hit?
No.
No. In which case,
Nice.
the same as last time, you're still swinging it backwards and forwards like an angry dog on the end of a coat. It's just trying to nibble closer, but each time it gets closer, you whip it to one side and it runs back out of the end of its tongue. As it hisses and kind of murmurs as its eyes jiggle inside their sockets.
Look, mate, you're getting a bit tonguey for my liking.
The second box, currently in combat with Arcthor, will take a swing at you. Its teeth gnashing out of the air in front of you. 21 hits.
Only just.
Wow,
though.
these things have got really high attack rolls.
That is
Yeah.
that is a 7 points of piercing and
Wait, sorry, which
2
one's
points of
attacking me?
acid.
No.
No, it's
Not you.
attacking Arcthor.
Arcthor.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
The 7 points of piercing and 2 points of acid to you, Arcthor, from
Ow.
the guy next to you.
Ow. Ow.
As
You guys are terrible. You just run away and you don't get hit. It's
as
easy.
it leaps back up and as you put your arm out to try and stop it, it actually latches onto your arm instead,
Oh, come
and the
on.
teeth begin to chew away at your arm.
Some of us can't just run away because they're right next to us and would hit us
Burn
anyway.
all my fucking sorcery points.
Come on, this is meant to be armless.
This one's gonna rush up as the next wave of boxes come skittering over the horizon and over the stairwell towards you.
Oh wait,
Yes.
I was gonna say if that one is, could I move away now? I didn't use movement. I just realised.
you
Could I move if that one's wrapped around Cecil? Could I just like
yes,
scoot
you
towards
can.
Gustav?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
I'm gonna do
would
that.
where would you like to move to?
I'm just gonna kind of go over here next to Gustav. Can I cover that distance?
I'll allow it. Cecil, you're up next.
Yes, that's 30.
Hooray! I don't want to be near the fucking things anymore. I'm done being eaten.
I mean, it would be really good if we could choke them on the stairs, but of
Cecil,
course
what
they
would you
just
like to
climb
do?
over.
So that last bit of damage, was that to me or
Ooh.
to Cecil, just to double
That was
check?
to you, Arcthor. Cecil, what
Yeah,
would you like
cool.
to do? Arcthor, you're up
Uh,
next, by the way.
Mhm.
I'm going
Habits
to have
more.
a literal stab at killing the thing in front of me.
Absolutely.
Still.
Roll
Ooh,
to hit.
hold on though.
Does he
Hold
get
on.
advantage to hit because it's like wrapped around his leg?
Yes, because he's using melee.
Did you say using potions and stuff as a bonus action?
Yes.
Mhm.
You're
Okay.
unable to
Yeah,
move because
you
you're
can.
currently being grappled.
Okay, cool.
But you get bonus on attack roll.
Using potions is a bonus action only for this fight because we recently practiced drinking quite a lot. So we're really
We're very practiced at popping a bottle open with one hand and drinking it in half a second.
Gustav still actually has a full glass of wine in his hand, but he somehow didn't spill during the explosion.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
Hi Reese, I've just seen you in the chat. Hey man, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're
Think
enjoying
about
this.
silver
You get to come
goblets,
join us
don't
hopefully at
shatter.
some point. So fingers crossed you.
So do I have to do an action first and then I can take a bonus action? Or-
Absolutely. You can
Okay.
roll. You can roll.
no,
your,
you can do them in whatever order you
whatever
like.
order you want. So you can roll your bonus first if you want, then attack or an attack, then bonus, then attack. Doesn't matter. Go for it.
Okay, cool. I'll go for a bonus first. I'm going to drink a superior potion of healing, which
Go
is
for
8d4
Nice.
plus 8.
Yes,
That's expensive.
that is
Do
a
I have
very,
anything? Do I?
that is a
Yeah. Do I have anything
very
less expensive on me?
potion.
Hold on.
Actually, Ben, have you considered not drinking a potion and just leaving it for us when you die?
Oh, I got two
you
of them as
do
well.
you do not have anything less. You just have
No,
those two.
yeah. God, I missed the money bags, aren't I? Yeah, if I do die, loot my corpse.
The DM will not allow that.
No, it's
Selective
completely,
dying is not allowed. Corpse
Selective dying.
pillaging of NPCs.
Sorry, it's not one.
He said it was okay.
I heard him in the midst of battle. 8.
He said,
D4
if I
plus
die,
8.
you're my closest friends. Take all my shit.
Take all my shit. 30. Wow. Okay, that's
You heal 30 points of. You heal 30 points.
30. Hold on. 30, 40. Yeah, I'm up to. Okay, so back up to 44.
So I haven't had an opportunity to explain how healing potions work, but really quickly, they're not just red. They've got different layers of thick red liquid. So as you down it, each layer does a different thing and heals a different part, and you feel different things popping in. So one will restore your blood, one will heal your skin, one will heal bones. But it only works if you drink the entire thing. So no partial drinking of potions. And the more expensive potions have more layers and more stuff in them.
Are they
So
all like different consistencies?
They're all
Ah.
they're the lower
Blue.
healing
Drinking a
ones.
cement mixer.
The lower healing ones are more watery, whereas the much higher healing ones are much more viscous, like a syrup.
Okay. Well, all right. It's used one.
Okay, syrupy. That's not a terrible consistency.
Yeah, as long as it's
Curdled
not plumpy.
Cecil,
Ugh.
what else would you like to do? You still have 2 attacks.
Yeah. Perfect.
You want to attack it?
Yes.
Stab.
Damn right I do. The 20 plus 7. Does a 24 hit?
Roll damage.
What is it?
The DM will
Well,
remember this.
Oh, 1d8. 5. This many.
That's pretty good.
Yep. As you stab at it, you do the same thing. You end up with the same sickening, like sandy stab as it pierces through. You feel like the sections of it, like jello, almost wrap around the blade as you pull it back out with a sickening squelch. Your second attack.
That is correct. I do. Does a 20
That
hit?
hits. Roll damage.
8. Oh, I'm getting some good damage rolls.
As you do a second stab, you actually manage to get through 2 of the arms, and they both fall limp as it screeches, as like the eyes fall limp as you cut through the tendons. It's focused entirely on you.
When they die, do they die like spiders? Do they turn upside down and all their legs sort of just
No,
like
they're not operated by hydraulics.
They are not operated by hydraulics that you know of.
Spiders do that because their legs work on blood pressure.
Cecil number 4. Arcthor, you're up.
Cool. And is one of them currently wrapped around me, or is it?
One of them is
Well,
currently
Loving
trying
embrace.
to nibble your feet. Yes.
can I get away from it?
You
Is
can.
there any movement penalty? Cool. I
You
want
can,
to move.
but it will take an attack of opportunity if you leave its space.
I'm gonna have to take it. I'm gonna head towards Gustav.
You can, if you don't use an action, you can use. There's a thing called disengage where you use your action to try and get away from something without getting hit. If you only
I will.
moving,
Yeah, I'll do that.
Go on then. So you use.
Well,
So if you use disengage, that's using your action to prevent yourself from getting a hit with an attack of opportunity as you leave. But it is your action.
I'll disengage and then move.
Super.
Yeah, if you're
so
just trying to scoot over towards us.
Yeah, I'm
dodge.
just gonna basically leg it. I'm fucking this stupid box thing is right here, and I just like kick it away, and I just start sprinting towards Gustav.
where do you want to go to? You can move your character. You've got 30 feet
Yeah.
of movement, so you can get to like here.
Yeah.
There you go. Super. you scoot away from the box as you kind of like kick it in the mouth, and it whimpers to one side as it readjusts itself. All 4 of its eyes snapping towards the group of people trying to run away from it.
Well, this is
Moving
not
on.
going to go well.
We have 5, 6, 7, 8.
Go for a peek.
We have 7, number 6.
You know, guys, I will remember this.
Gustav,
I can
you're
see what
on
you're
half
doing.
this. So number 6 was.
I've got a plan. Hold on. Hold your horses.
Number 6 was.
I
Literally.
can't turn into one of them.
This one.
Hold your horses. I've got a plan. Oh, it's not horse related.
This. The other
Good.
box begins to wrap around its colleague, rushing up towards Cecil, who's bravely standing in front of it,
It'd be Russian.
and it tries to lash out its teeth towards you.
No thanks.
That is a 15. Does that hit?
Yeah, new.
With
Ow.
that, it leaps at you as well, but you swing the angry
just like-
dog of the other one into it and bat it out of the sky as it lunges towards you. Gustav, you're
Yeah, I
up.
know. I'm badass.
Okay,
Probably
cool.
fire a spell towards Cecil to help him out.
Yeah, I am. So cool. I'm gonna do Magic Missile as a 2nd level spell, but I'm also gonna burn some sorcery points, I think.
Sure.
So, yeah, I'm going to burn 2 sorcery points to cast this as a bonus action, so I get another cast as well afterwards. So I'm going to do a quickened spell, 2nd level magic missile. Let me just tick off all the things I'm burning.
That's a lot. Keep track.
Yeah, sorcery points 2, so I've got 1 of those left. And 2nd level spell, burn, paching. Cool. How is magic missile? It is 3, but it's plus 1. Cool. So it's 4d4 plus 4. So I'm gonna hit. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna hit that boy that's right in front of Cecil with
Yep.
1 dart, and then the other 3 are gonna hit this one.
Okay, so
So
4
here's
to
the
1,
one.
3 to the other. Gotcha.
Yeah. So 1d4 plus 1 is hitting the guy right next to Cecil, which is that 4 damage.
Yep.
And then the other 3 are all hitting the one that just got on his flank. So that's 7 damage. And then I'm going to do exactly that again,
So
unless that killed anything.
Before you start, the one that Cecil had been whipping back and forth like an angry dog in his coat,
Like my
as
hair.
you fire the bolt, you actually kill it. How do you want to kill it?
I just want it to kind of explode. Just go, like,
Oh,
really
does it-
undramatic.
Oh, just
That's-
burst.
Will
Yeah,
it
just
explode in
pop.
like horrible intestine confetti?
Are you trying to cover Cecil in giblets? Is that what's happening?
As Cecil whips his coat to one side, this rainbow-coloured bolt hits the box, and like confetti, it just explodes with corpse blood, sickening black and yellow ichor pouring out in a Catherine wheel effect over some of the nearby people. A plume of smoke erupting out like a smoke bomb. You killed that one. What else
Ooh,
would you like to do?
and then I'm gonna follow up with a 1st level cast of again magic missile, and all 3 bolts are gonna hit this guy again. He's not having a good day. Pew pew pew. That's 9.
All 3 of the bolts ripping through one side of the box into the other. They basically pass through as though there was nothing there, but each one leaving sizable golf ball to tennis ball sized holes clean through as you blast sections of corpse-like matter out into the out across the stonework behind it. It's still alive.
Oh damn it! I guess they weren't very big hits. Cool. I'm gonna keep running towards the guard who's trying to hide. Because fuck that guy.
7. So, 2 of them that are still spider monkeying their way around begin to catch up with the rest of their party. the eyes vibrating as they're getting closer. You hear that there's like a guttural rumble between them, with their eyes on stalks shaking somewhat in unison as they look towards each other and towards the group of you. 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Tim, you're up.
Oh, no.
I would like to cast Conjure Animals and surround myself with 8 wolves, please.
Dickhead.
Wait, not wolves, weasels. We discussed
No,
it.
8 wolves.
Infinite weasels.
Infinite weasels.
How many?
8. They all act together and they have their own initiative slot.
Yeah, it's not 8 new initiative slots. Don't worry.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Would you like me to roll their initiative?
Yes, please. One, two,
Can
three,
you
four,
rotate
five,
those
six,
wolves?
It is 21.
Yikes.
21 for the wolves.
Yep.
I
Super.
feel stupid now using all of those spell points and sorcery slots and whatever.
Since they've been summoned, they're currently suffering from summoning sickness, and they will not be able to attack this turn.
No,
What? This
luckily.
isn't freaking Yu-Gi-Oh!
Excuse me, it's MTG. Hold your shit.
Can you, Ed? Can you do me a favour? Can you rotate those wolves so that they're all facing? Summon wolves. They're all facing the wrong way.
No, wolves. No, wolves
gave
can
you
only be
wolves, fuck
summoned
off.
in the cardinal directions, and they all have to go north.
I gave you wolves. Shut up. Tim, you've got a bonus action. What would you like to do with it?
Oh, I do have a bonus action. What am I going to do with it?
You're gonna take them wolves, and you're gonna.
Running away.
Like Gustav. Oh, you've disappeared over there.
What
Okay.
am I going to use it for? You dirty wolf rotator.
So much harder than using plastic figures. To everyone joining us on stream.
What you need
hey
to do
guys,
is make the walls
stay
round,
sexy. Hope you're enjoying
so that
it.
they could go in any
This is,
direction.
wolves.
Do I have anything I can do with a bonus action? Not really. I might just sort of keep moving in kind of this direction and sit like that,
No problem.
Away.
or like so I can like see up the stairs and see what's
That's
going
fine.
on.
You can see up the stairs. It is roughly a 5-foot difference. So if you were down low, you'd have some difficulty seeing. Hence the reason why the boxes hadn't mobbed you guys earlier. Moving on.
They're quite low creatures, right?
Right, to the top of the round, unsurprisingly, all 8 of the wolves now currently are top of the round.
Yes.
Tim, what would you like to do to your wolves?
What would I like to do? Of course? That one that's attacking Cecil is still up,
It
right?
is still alive, yes.
How fast can wolves move? Oh, actually, pretty quick.
45 feet, I think.
What? How is this gonna work? How does this work? How many spaces are there?
Make a wall of wolves.
Wolf war.
Wolf wall.
That would
Wolves,
work pretty
come-
well with just a whole bunch of spellcasters and a wall of wolves.
It would have.
Just wolves combine, and they're just like jumping on each other's back.
Where's the 40 feet? What are we doing? How far is 40 feet? Okay.
Enough.
Thank you.
Okay, so 4 of the wolves are going to run up and attack the thing that's attacking Cecil.
Okay. So 4 of the wolves. One,
How does that
Yeah.
work?
They're just going to
Like,
surround it.
you want
And
to murder
surrounding
sandwich.
it, they get advantage on all 4 attacks.
Yes, they do. They also get pack tactics.
That's what it is.
Would this one even be able to get here without being hit?
Yeah, because it would be able to.
Also
'cause
fast.
I would
Oh,
have
yeah,
thought that
go
it'd be able
round.
to go
Oh, yeah.
boop and then boop. So boop and then boop. And not have like left the attack area. And it's
Yeah,
gone
sure.
from here to there to there to there. That's 45 feet. That works. Murder sandwich, go.
Right, the attack is 17 plus 4 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
There's 4 of them, so it's... Whoops. 29.
Yikes!
Thank you.
The already previously injured box is. How would you like to do this?
Well, the attack is called Bite, so my imagination is that they just, all 4 of them chomp onto their jaws onto it at once and just pull it into 4 pieces.
Each
Oh,
one
these
of
poor presents.
each one of the wolves grabs one of the spindly eye socket / legs, and they just, in the dog feeding frenzy, pull backwards, and the entire thing just erupts into a fountain of ichor and sickness, somewhat pouring itself all over the side of Cecil as part of like the rotten, fetid meat slaps onto the side of his coat.
Oh,
Nice.
no, I just
And
want
then
the
the-
suit
the
dry
other-
cleaned.
What were
And then the other
like to
4 are gonna do the same to the... I can't ping it! To that fella. The one closest to the door.
do? That one.
Oh no, not again!
Are you
Or-
ready
or-
for the right, attack is 9.
A 9 does hit.
9 hits. Ooh, baby. That one also takes 29 damage.
Almost immediately, the same thing happens to the second box. It gets torn apart and eviscerated as this feeding frenzy of wolves leaps down head first onto the boxes, onto these present minutes. So, to the top of the round.
So I've got this very entertaining image of so if you had this shot of these wolves ripping these things to pieces, and then just in the background is just Tim peering out past the corner of a wall, being like, "Is it over yet?" Being like, "Wow, that was effective."
I feel silly for running away now.
Top of the round, we have Cecil. What would you like to do?
Seal.
What do I do now?
Attack one of the other ones.
Run.
Or run away. Feel silly about wasting
Oh,
your health potion.
So
Yeah,
this one, the one next to the one, you can see me pinging that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because my wolves are next to it and they're friendly, you get advantage against that.
You do, yeah.
Awesome. Oh yeah, I'll be friendly and be like, "Hey, wolves."
Hi, Ben.
I'll step here.
Hello, wolves.
Hello,
Nice to
wolves.
see you.
What's that? 1d20 plus 7. Does a 12
And
hit?
again,
A 12 does
again,
hit.
because you get advantage.
You
Oh,
also
yeah.
get advantage.
I'll
But 12
do it
does
again,
hit.
just in case you get a 20.
There you go.
Oh,
You do get a
look
20.
at that!
Roll damage. Roll damage, double the dice.
in case you get a
So is
20.
that, so what? So it's 2d8, is it then?
So 2d8, yeah.
Yeah. That's a 9.
9 points of damage is great. As you pierce into it, you do the same thing. You're trying to systematically take it out piece by piece, and you manage to sever 2 of its eye stalks before it begins to turn its attention to you and lash back. Coming up next, we have Arcthor.
Yes, I am going to continue my movement towards the guard and subsequently weapons.
We have the wolf claw.
I'm not going to bother speaking to the wolves this time around. I think I'm just going to continue going, but I'm going to move. Am I within range of Gustav?
I'm pretty far
right
away
here.
now.
You will have so you can move 30 feet,
Not quite.
or you can sprint, which uses up your action, which allows you to get there because it doubles your movement.
I want to keep
Oh,
the
yeah.
action. It's not really-
Ash.
I mean, it's not like you can do anything with your action right now.
No, that's true. I'll just dash straight to the guard and get the weapon in that case.
Go for it.
Help him up. See if he'll help us.
I also do that. I go over to him and
You
I
can't do any of
check-
that yet, but
Oh.
yes. You sprint and you get up there. That's what you can do for this turn.
Cool.
Super. Right, moving on. We have this guy who I think he moves up and he's going to actually dash to get alongside Cecil. But that's the end of his turn. This guy here, he's going to stop grabbing the blood. He's going to move up
Ugh.
Oh, you are not in a great position there, friendo.
and he's going to lash out. He has not got advantage because they're not on polar opposites, so you're fine for the moment.
Okay.
But he's going to try and grapple you.
That could get bad.
So I need you to roll me a strength check.
That's a saving throw, is it?
That is a saving throw, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
1d20 plus 6.
Nice.
Fuck.
The natural one, that fails.
I hug myself.
And as the tongue wraps itself around your leg, it does 5 points of bludgeoning and oops, wrong dice. 2 points of acid damage.
Hold on.
As a second sickly tongue wraps itself around your leg.
Okay, so that's -5 and -2, did you say?
Yep.
Bludgeon.
Oof.
Gustav, it is your turn.
I'm glad you healed.
So am I.
I can't really see anything now, can I? Because we're on a level below.
You can't, no.
You can. There is. You could communicate with Tim.
Yeah, you could.
I can, but it doesn't really help.
You can communicate a lot in 6 seconds.
Yeah, I'm. No, I'm just. I think Cecil's gonna be fine. There's loads of wolves. There's loads
Gustav
of
doesn't know
wolves.
the wolves are there.
I could have seen them as I was running.
You were well down the stairs by that time.
Okay, fine. In that case, I'm just being a dick. I'm gonna hop over here, and I'm gonna. Arcthor feels silly now for dashing. Oh, I can actually get right next to him. Yeah, I'm gonna help this guard up over the railing.
Roll me a perception check whilst you're here.
Uh-oh.
That thing I'm terrible at. I look a 7.
As you look over the side, you see 2 people. You see 1 guard and somebody else. But yes, roll me a strength check to try and help the guard up.
Arcthor can't. Wait a minute. I'm not actually going to help the guard up. I'm going to help Arcthor, who's going to help the guard up. So on Arcthor's turn, he'll get advantage.
I agree. Okay.
Because I know I will fail this.
Yep. That's no problem.
And that's my action and my movement. So I am done.
Super. Jumping right ahead, Tim, you're up.
Oh, hello.
It's Tim, not the wolves.
It is Tim, not the wolves. I can't actually control the wolf. I mean, I can give them orders, but that's how that works anyway. So,
Yes.
Are they concentration?
What can I do? Huh?
Is summoning them concentration?
Conjure animals is concentration, yeah.
Oh,
Is it? Yes, it is.
I think
sorry.
it is. No,
It is,
no
yeah.
flaming
Okay.
sphere.
all of my powerful spells are concentration, explicitly for that reason. I don't know. There's a lot that I can do. What sort of health situation? Can I see what sort of health situation all the others are in?
You can take a quick look around, and I need everyone to give their health situation in a status of okay, injured, not looking good, and oh god. So, Gustav,
What's your health
in-
looking like?
Injured, but you've seen him worse off.
Okay.
Arcthor.
It was injured, not looking good. Oh god, I'm gonna die. What?
Yeah.
just a phrase like that.
Not good would be my.
Cecil.
Injured.
There you go.
Cecil healed. I just watched him chug a whole load. Arcthor's not really in danger right now. So anything actually useful I could do? I'm not sure there is actually.
Not getting hit so that the wolves stay here.
Not yes, that's the good one. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do right now.
All right.
So,
Dodge.
yeah, let's
Take the
pass on to the
dodge
wolves
action.
then.
Pass on to
Take
the wolves.
dodge action.
Straight onto the wolves. The wolves turn. Go.
The wolves. What are the wolves gonna do? The wolves. Can I move the wolves?
Can we remove some corpses?
Hang on.
I cannot move the wolves.
Are corpses difficult terrain?
Right, hang on. Let me just do that. Oh, this is going to be an absolute pain. But we'll do it.
Well. Oh, hey, wolves! Yay!
Notes to self. Leave preset. Wolves. Okay, so this dude's going to do this again.
He is.
Oh, right. You've got access. You can move all of
Oh
them now.
yes. Okay. I would like to just arrange the wolves so that they. That is. that is 2 wolves at once. Friendly. Friendly characters can take up the same space, right?
They
They can
can, but
pass
they
through
can't
each
end
other.
turn on the
Ugh.
same square.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, ultimately, what I wanted to do was just like surround these slots with wolves,
That one looks
Surround
all the way
these
at
slots with wolves.
and then
no,
this one,
sure.
I would like to sit there.
You can't.
You can't come to.
Well, can't end the turn there, but they're going to attack, and then that one's going to leave again.
Okay, sure.
That's my logic.
Yeah, okay. I'll allow it.
So, the 3 around the top one are going to attack the top one.
Yep.
13.
13 hits,
Which
roll damage.
hits.
Tactics is terrible.
Wait. What's the attack? 2 per. So we're on 64 plus 6. That one takes 17 damage.
I assume
no
the
longer
s-
need-
I assume the same kind of murdering style.
Oh yeah, they're wolves. They're well, they're Fae pretending to be wolves, but they're wolves. They're
They
just
are
gonna
rip and tear.
they're just gonna blow the thing up.
It does. One side of Cecil was coated in blood and guts. Now the other side is covered in blood and guts.
Guys!
These clothes are new.
Wolves 4 and
Why do you
5.
think I ran away?
Well, those 2 are gonna attack the middle one. 19 hits,
Yep.
and then they
Roll damage.
do 4d4 plus 4, so that one takes 16 damage.
It is not dead. But
Oh,
it is.
wow!
It is viciously mauled.
And then the other 3 are gonna do the same to the bottom one.
Which
Where's
one
a
already?
wolf on top of
Oh,
me?
not that.
No, not
It's
that.
temporary.
That was
It's
that
just
was rolled to hit.
It's between Cecil's legs.
22 hits,
Yes, it does.
and then it takes 25 damage.
Dogs do that.
So the bottom one also rip and tear has been torn.
And then this
asunder.
one between Cecil's legs is just gonna back off again.
And there is one box left.
I appear to have disconnected again from Roll20. Because none of those updates came through. I can see them on Twitch.
I can't see them either. Yeah.
So.
Oh, I can.
We have had wolves. We're at the top of the
There we
top
go.
of the top of the agenda. Cecil, you're up next.
Hold on.
Well, I assume Cecil's going to finish off the last box.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Cecil, you're up. There's one box left stood right in front of you, and you get advantage
Cool.
on your attacks because you've got a friendly creature the other side of it.
Awesome. I will attack that box.
Pack it good.
So, what is this? 2. What's advantage? Keep higher.
So keep highest one.
Keep highest one.
1. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
2d20
2.
egg, 1 plus proficiency.
1 plus 7.
That hits. Roll
19.
damage.
1d8. Fuck you.
Ah,
Hey, 1 damage.
You
One's
nick
better
one
than none.
side of it. The same effect as previously. Rather than actually plunging the blade into it, you see that some of the what you thought was paper begins to peel away, and it's like a thin layer of dead skin that's been painted. It
Yeah,
begins
lovely.
to flake away in large chunks. You've got one more attack.
Yep, doing that again.
That
26.
hits.
Does
Roll
26 hit?
8!
Yay.
Full damage.
Hey!
How would you like to do this?
As in, this time, I'm just kind of going to run at it, stab all the way through, and like hoist it above me and go like, ah! And then
His
dump it
plates
down.
are already ruined.
Ah,
As you,
Cecil's
as,
angry.
It's just like
As-
the ick is just sort of dripping down. It's like, ah!
as you pierce it and you lift it above, the ichor begins to pour down. The corpse begins to slide lower and lower and lower as the remaining lamprey mandibles twitch as it gets closer and closer to you before finally there's just a sickening crack as smoke begins to pour out and you slam it onto the ground. And with that, the last box erupts into a plume of smoke, filling the air, as the sounds of fighting begins to dim.
Oh, please say that Cecil gets a ton of XP for this because, you know, he did most of the work.
That's not how it works. So what's this
It
black
kind of
orb
is.
thing? What's that going on
That's
with
the
that?
explosion.
That's just.
That's
Right.
just,
So the
I
table
thought-
exploded.
I thought there was like a weird orb something on the present table.
So sorry, this person who's just all flesh, is that just a burnt person, or is that a thing on the board, or...
As Ed just quickly searching for corpses. If you zoom in on some of them, you'll realise that they're not quite thematic.
Have you seen the have you seen the lady corpse that is in between?
yeah.
But a bottle.
It's got a bottom. It is not wearing any under. What?
Oh my goodness.
I
So,
like the completely stripped, inverted muscle corpse as well by the table.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah, that is a gore fiend.
about.
and so, as the sounds of fighting begins to dim, you're left with the sound of bodies and people as they call out in pain. Some of the people who've been partially chewed on and eaten are actually still alive. Some of the people beside you, you begin to realize that they've been chewed on pretty heartily, and they are in dire need of medical attention, and more than just Gustav medical attention.
What you mean?
More
failing
than
the
any of us
medicine
could
roll?
actually do.
Yeah, actually.
Would giving them a HP from a good berry help them?
Roll me a medicine check.
Medicine. Oh, that was so close to being a 21, but that's an 8.
So close
With
to being
an
a
8,
20.
you have no idea if this will help. But from your experience, you know, it's helped in the past. God knows.
I'm gonna do it because it's a first level spell slot, so fuck it.
How
I
many
can help
berries can you get?
10 per spell slot. How many people need help?
Probably about 30 people.
Oof.
Leave him.
At 10. See how well it works.
Yeah, let's try the first 10, and if that works, I'll keep doing it for all of them. I've got 4 spell slots at that level.
And so
You're
as
definitely
you
going to get a long rest after this.
Happy to burn them.
as you begin feeding people the good berries, 1 or 2 of them actually perish before you manage to get the good berries into them. Their wounds are much too significant. Like you've got people who are missing legs. Not only are these people been mauled by creatures, but a large number of them are suffering from blast wounds with legs and shrapnel filling their bodies. There's a level of magic and a level of medicine that could help, but you are wholly
None of us are
incapable
even capable of that.
of
30
of
monks
helping
with
this.
baskets of diamonds show up.
Tim just has flashbacks to James's death, where he could have helped, but he didn't.
Hey, I got him out.
I guess me and Arxor are going to help these people up.
Yeah.
off the-
How many didn't die?
Of the people who you helped who didn't die, you reckon that you managed to save about 3 out of 10 who ate the good berries and appeared to do better, but it's hard to tell if the good berry helped.
Visually
or if,
stabilized, at least.
or, yeah, it's hard to tell if the good berry helped or if they were going to survive anyway and it's just a bandage on a big gaping loser leg wound.
It ain't gonna hurt, so I might as well. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. If I can visually stabilize 9 out of 30, that's fine. I'll take that.
Yeah, if you burn enough spell slots to cast Goodberry on all of them, you do
All
manage
30.
all 30. You do manage.
Yep, that's fine.
You do manage
three
to
slots.
save about 8 people, or at least you think you have. A
Well,
couple of others need critical care, and your Goodberry definitely helps. But there's a lot of
It
people
might
who
keep
are,
them alive a little bit longer.
there are a lot of people who are really close to, really close to the explosion, and there is no way that they are getting out of that. You actually as you're pulling off the corpses, you come across
Doing what?
as you move over the corpses, you actually come across a person who was a female who was dressed in military regalia with a steel breastplate on underneath her clothes. And as you pull her up, she's unconscious, but you recognize the symbol of the Viserion Empire and realize that the Viserion Empress has been saved by her metal breastplate, on the assumption that there would be some form of attack or assassination attempt on her life. She's alive, but unconscious. A large number of the people that you come across, though, are just dead.
I mean, the explosion did 32 damage to Cecil. At full damage.
Did I get comically blown back by
You're
both legs and arms in the air as I got?
Yeah. You had the
Your
full
regular-
like special effects, like yeet, yeet rope.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like get pulled by your trousers.
Yeah,
your belt
basically,
buckle or
yeah.
something.
Gustav and Arkfor, you guys are busy hanging over the side, trying to pull up one of the guards.
Yes.
Arxor's going to do that, and Gustav's going to help him. 'cause
Yeah,
he's gonna assume
that's our plan.
Arxor's stronger.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
I need you guys to roll me a strength check.
Okay. So that is the big number and the small number, right? I don't. Yeah.
It's the plus number.
That's
It is
a 10.
one of the numbers on your character sheet.
Yes, I know.
Plus your strength modifier.
20.
Sorry, that was
You got
reading
it
it wrong.
wrong.
Gustav.
Kidding me.
Ah,
Oh, you were close. You were close.
nice.
You also roll with advantage because Gustav is helping.
Mhm.
So roll it again.
Yo.
Hey,
That's
19.
better.
19 works. As you guys start clambering up this this guard, you realise that he's holding on to the railing with one hand and he's holding on to someone else on the other. And as you start hauling him up, you realize like the visage of a lady in a blood red dress, torn to shreds, comes clambering over the side as she flops to the floor, and you see streams of tears running down her face.
Who is it?
Lindra looks to you all, and she holds up a boot, and she says, "He just went over the side. He just went over the side. I tried. He's gone."
look over the side.
It's about a 150-foot drop to the waters below.
To the water.
Is it water though? Is
It's
there no?
water.
Is it, okay, not rock.
No.
Okay. You should ask who.
She's just sobbing and
I'm nowhere near, so you guys have to ask her questions.
Okay.
tears running down her face. She's just distraught.
Who was it that fell over the side?
Is it Captain Lightfoot?
She just looks at you and she just goes,
Who?
Did I make that jump?
"It was Lindsay."
Did any of us make that jump?
Can I make that jump?
Ed, how much damage would we take if we made that jump?
Can I make that jump?
I can turn into a
Yeah,
shark, just reminding you.
Aim for the bushes.
You can make that jump.
Would it take damage? Would we take damage from that jump?
You'll have to see.
Well, I'm not going to try and make that jump.
Yes, you can jump over the railing.
Wait, hold on. How do sharks work?
Tears are streaming down her face as Lindra hugs onto this boot.
Is there a fast way down to the water? Like a lift somewhere?
Do any of us have rope?
Hey, from up here, there could well be.
I mean, all my stuff's not with me. That's the only thing.
And why would we have rope? Why would we bring rope to a fucking party?
Yes, this was Ed's big trick.
And we tie the wolves together.
Or rope them together like some sort of raft.
Quick,
A wolf rope
take-
ladder.
Hang on. Has the guard got a sword?
Yes, he does.
Is whoever it is, could they get the end of the sword if we lower it over?
What?
No, but
No,
Lindsay's fallen in the
Captain Lightfoot
sea.
fell into the
Oh
water.
yeah.
Can I see
Yeah, only on the
anything
floor.
over the edge of the?
You can see pieces of wood in the sea far below. I need you to roll me a perception check.
What was he wearing?
Wait, hold on. Hey, hold on. I'm good at perception. Let me help. Ah!
Come here. Okay, what's it for? I see
I'm going,
jack
to
shit.
I'm going to perception. Let me help.
I'm good at perception. Let me help.
I'm good. Good at it.
What does a 24 get me?
You are able to see into the waters below, and you can see several bodies that are floating limp in the water. You also do see what appears to be another one of the boxes, but rather than square, it's long and squid-like, dragging a body towards shore.
Squidward, no.
And I tell who the bodies are at this distance.
No.
Damn it.
Does this give me any?
Doesn't
swim?
Lindsay wear distinctive armor? Is that
does.
a thing?
Yes, he does.
Are any of the bodies wearing that armor?
You are unable to tell at this distance.
Damn
Damn it. God fucking damn it. I'm so close to jumping. I need to check one thing about the spell. and-
Oh! Is it a sheer cliff down to the water's edge?
Yes.
Hello, gents. I'd like to introduce you to my friend Spider Climb.
How long does
How
that
long does
last
Spider
for?
Climb? 1 hour.
Yes.
So you can
Nice.
just fucking walk down.
Yeah, I'm
Can you-
just gonna cast a spider climb and just walk down the cliff.
Nice.
You can.
Is there anywhere near the bottom that someone could stand?
There is currently a lone rowboat sat at the bottom of the cliff with a single hooded figure sat in it.
What? Aha.
You want to carry me down the cliff?
Ride the spider.
So I'm not turning into a spider.
I know you're not. You're just gonna walk down. Can you spider climb other people?
I can spider climb other people.
You guys
Amazing.
get to see the god. You do. Nice one, Reese.
I mean, I could spider climb you, and you can walk down if you like, but you can't turn anything into anything helpful in the water.
I've got aquatic. I can
want them to
do
jump
alter
so
self for
badly.
the aquatic form.
I
So
really
I
do.
could swim good, presumably. I need to actually check that. I can definitely breathe underwater, but I don't know if it makes me swim better.
Can you use alter self to give yourself the ability to walk down walls?
No,
No, you can't.
it's
Damn
got
it.
3 distinct effects, because otherwise
Oh.
it would be really broken.
I could spider climb, use the spider climb spell on you, and then turn into a spider and walk down.
Can you turn into a spider and then turn into a shark afterwards when you get to the bottom?
Yes, I have 2 charges and I haven't used one today.
Fuck it, let's do that. I'm gonna chug
Yeah,
a health
okay.
potion. I'm
Okay.
gonna chug. Yeah,
Slight
one sec.
retcon. I'm gonna cast spider climb on Gustav.
I'm gonna take one of my greater healing potions, I think, just in case this guy's not cool. What have I got? Yeah, I have a greater potion of healing. I'm gonna chug that. I don't know what the thing is for it. The numbers for a greater.
Greater is 4d4 plus 4, I believe. But, surprise, I think I know these things.
14, cool. I get 14 health back, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna start climbing down. Well, walking down, I guess.
Walking down, as if the way I imagine these kinds of abilities working is you're just walking down the wall as if gravity had shifted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a giant spider behind you.
Oh, are you giant? Oh, I thought you just turned into a tiny little
Oh no!
spider.
Oh no! Giant spider.
Actually,
Amazing.
you didn't need to do that. You could have turned into a squirrel instead, and then I could have mage handed you down. But it doesn't matter.
It's the same effect.
Yeah, but it's way
we
more
don't want a
shocking.
fucking spell slot burning safari today, huh?
I'm assuming someone else is going to take over soon, and we won't have to worry about it anymore.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, aquatic adaptation means that I can swim as good as I can walk on land. So my movement speed is just whatever my if I do that. But we're gonna get to the bottom. We're gonna talk to this fucker in the boat and see if we can see Captain Lightfoot at the bottom, I guess.
Yes. So you guys clamber down the side. Neither of you are holding on or helping each other, are you?
No,
No,
we're just
we don't
doing
need
that
to.
thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, as you two start heading down the cliff, Cecil and Arkthor, what would you like to do? Oh, you are also leaving like an army of wolves behind him.
You'd have to drop those surely to turn into a spider.
No.
You spider climb
Don't.
the wolves. and you
Wild
ride the
shape
wolves
is
down.
not a concentration spell. The wolves are just going to cluster around the other two
Sure.
for now.
So
Oh,
Cecil
wait, hold
and
on.
Arkthor
Wait.
will go Sorry.
Hold on. Spider climber's concentration, so the wolves have been dispelled.
Okay. the wolves
Oh,
have
bye,
dispelled.
wolves.
Goodbye, wolves. Cecil and Arkthor, what would you guys like to do?
Wolves, you were devastated.
Are there any long bits of fabric around, perhaps from the explosion?
Not that could possibly carry you down 150 feet worth of cliff.
Got it.
Cecil's going to look around to see if he can see what happened to Orisa Nightingale.
She left.
But she left, did she?
She left with the other.
She did. She left with the other
Macubai.
tiefling. Yeah.
Macubai, what's his face? The circus
In Haro.
ringmaster dude.
See,
Yeah.
this is why I should take notes.
This is where you should not leave
I don't,
it
I just
months
remember.
between sessions.
I have an amazing memory for nonsense.
So yes,
Well,
she left
that
with
is
Maxby
true.
and Haro. What would you like to do?
I mean, Cecil's not really understanding what's going on, so he's just going to walk over to the other guys and sort of peer over the railings at what the fuck's going on.
You guys should check around the edge to see if anyone else is hanging off the cliff.
That's a good idea. I move to the next balcony cliff edge area to see whether anybody else. Well, how much can I move? Or is
It's
it?
not
fine.
in
We're
combat,
not in
so
combat. That's fine.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go across the other side of the hall because there's a lot of dead bodies clustered here. So I'm going to look over the side over here to see if there is anybody there.
There are not a lot of people who've managed to hold on for this long, so there's a lot of people you can see in the water, and you can also see that there's a lot of red marks as people have fallen off the cliffs. But there is no one who's still holding on.
How close is our equipment? Is it still back in the hotel overnight place stage?
At best, it's going to be in the. At best,
The
it'll
cart.
be in the cart, which is out the front of the palace.
Okay.
Somebody should go and find the King's Guard.
Now I want to move to. How long will it take me to get to the front of the palace? I'm guessing not long.
Couple of minutes just to run through the center and out the back.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to the cart to re-equip myself in the wake of all of this.
As you disappear through the front of through the big double doors, and
Don't
through
split the party.
through the central hall.
Too late.
Through the central hall, some of the suits of armor that were littered around the side of the grand hall have come to life and are busy
Awesome.
guarding the doors and the windows. They don't react as you pass them, but a large number of the nobles and such have fled. So the hall itself is disturbingly quiet. And as you make it out past the front, you begin to see a couple of the help and staff members who are busy swindling gold and silver, dropped jewelry, tableware, that kind of stuff, and are just making off with it through the front gates.
I'm not fussed about them. They don't get paid enough. I go straight to our cart and grab all of my equipment.
You get straight to the cart, and I need you to roll an animal handling.
Bruno is visibly disturbed.
Bruno's always been visibly disturbed.
Bruno is
that-
disturbed. Hey,
Oh,
Sophie, welcome to the stream.
fuck's sake. I am cursed today.
Bruno
Bruno
I need
knows
to
you don't
look
have an
something
apple.
up. Hang on.
Have I got anything that I can
Didn't
use
just drop a
here?
Let me double check this. So,
You have Beastmaster if that helps. I don't think it does.
no, it does
Okay.
not. So, what is the stats of a draft horse? So, having been spooked by both the large amount of noise, the thunderous explosions, and the screams of people, Bruno is incredibly shaken. And as you round the corner, he's headfirst into the stable next to the caravan. And as you try to make your way around him, he just spooks. And with both hind legs, donkey kicks straight back and catches you on your side. You take 9 points of damage as both hooves meet you and then catapult you 6 feet across in the air.
Well, that's me gone then.
It's you gone?
Yeah.
You dead?
Down. Bruno killed.
Bruno killed
Yes.
Look, I even have.
you. So you get 3 saving throws before you're actually dead.
Oh yeah, I have my saving throws, thank God.
Don't worry, I know
Oh,
from
war pig.
personal.
War pig!
Oh,
A war guinea pig. Hey, Peanut.
You should,
gonna say hello? Hello.
You should maybe send your familiar to go and get Cecil to rescue you.
you can't.
Where is
He's
his-
unconscious.
Ed, where is his guinea pig armor if he's a war guinea pig?
He's a war guinea pig. He doesn't need
Where
armor.
is
He's
his
got
ar-
mage armor. Don't give me that shit.
Let's go.
Come here, Peanut. Come sit. I'm gonna sit comfy. Yeah, you are. Good. So he donkey kicks you.
Cool. So I need to do a saving throw.
You need.
and-
You get 3 saving throws.
Okay.
Oh no.
So what is the saving throw? Just a D20.
It's a D20. If you roll a 20, then you get back up. If you, thank you. If you roll a, that's 1 success. Roll another.
You're just gonna make him do all of them.
That's 2.
Oh no!
Nobody's there to
no.
help him. Nobody knows what's happened.
Oh no.
Oh come on!
Oh,
Yes.
With
Oh, so
why am I
good.
doing this? With
Ed, why do you
a
do this to me? It's like, hey, roll a saving throw. We know you're not going to live,
With-
so, you know.
with a quiet whisper, we jump back to Cecil and the other 2.
Oh no.
So
Well, we don't know that happened, so.
No, we have no idea that you ran.
Yeah, Cecil's just, I don't know, pissing around, like, over here, checking all the...
you cannot go on my shoulder like a parrot. He's not that smart. Oh.
Oh.
Hello, Peanut.
Cecil not peering over the ledge.
What,
Watching us go
and Bruno
down.
comes and donkey kicks him over the edge. So Bruno just kills the entire party right this moment.
Got it
He's
coming,
the
to be fair.
bee-bag. Bruno is the bee-bag.
So what are you 3 doing?
Well, we want to. Get closer so we can see if
The
we
main
can see-
characters are walking down the cliff.
Yeah. And what Cecil's doing.
Cecil, what are you
Just because you
doing?
guys have been around for the whole campaign so far.
Cecil, what are you doing?
I'm just looking over the edge, checking for survivors. Like this.
As you're stood there, looking over the ledge, there's the sound of gentle whirring as you look
Sound of
over.
gentle horse kicking noises.
As there's the sound of gentle whirring as you look over, and the large stone disc in the center, previously covered in runes, is slowly settling itself back into place, with a very bloodied, torn-looking King Barus dragging beside him 5 separate boxes and dumping them to one side.
What the mimic boxes?
Yes.
Ugh. 5. Wow, Barris is dangerous.
As
Okay,
he-
so
as
as
he
soon
throws
as
it to one
Cecil,
side.
as soon as Cecil sees this, he is pelting for his towards his king. Like, my liege, my liege. I can't believe you're alive. This is great. What's the situation?
breaking
What you
from
can see over here.
breaking from from his normal decor, he looks at you and he goes, "Shut up! I've got better things. You just wait a moment. Is that Lindra?" And he shoves you to one side and storms towards her. He basically runs and slides on his knees towards her, as she then sits there and goes, "He just went over the sides. I tried to save him." "Who did you try to save?" "You tried to Lindsay's fine, isn't he? He's just over there, isn't he? He went over the sides." Are you sure it was Lindsay? There's no way it could have been Lindsay. He wouldn't die to something like this. He's much too stubborn. And she holds the boot up, boots.
Aw.
This was his first lightest foot.
And as she lifts it up, the rain starts to fall, and Barris takes
I'm not dead.
Barris takes the shoe. He takes the shoe, and he plants both feet on the railing and jumps off.
Oh, he's just going to go past us.
Okay, so how far down the cliff are we?
How does he know which side Lindsay's gone off?
Because they're right next to the
They are
railing.
right next to the railing.
Oh, there it is.
So as you guys are halfway down the
Oh
rock
gosh, I
face,
don't like this split party situation.
I've been like walking down the cliff. I've been like staring at all the corpses in the water, trying to work out who they are.
yeah,
Like the whole time.
Yeah,
So-
You
we're
got-
trying to get a better look.
you're not able to identify any of them beyond that they might have been a guest that you've recognized once or twice.
I mean, really, we're trying to see Lindsay, aren't we?
Yeah. And as you guys make it 2/3 of the way down, this red-robed man dives feet first past you into the water, and there's just the gentlest bloop as the waves just swallow him, and that's all you see.
That was odd.
I've got this image of Gustav and Spider Tim giving each other like what the fuck looks.
How does a spider give a what the fuck look?
I don't know. I'm assuming Gustav understands though.
Hey, spiders can shrug. They sort of just.
I've got enough legs. Like what?
Meanwhile, at the bottom of the
Other
cliff,
teams, that was Cecil, by the way.
Meanwhile, at the bottom of the cliff, Yervin has been sat in her boat, tied to
What?
the rocks below, having been given vague instructions by her patron deity the night before. She had been instructed to arrive at the bottom of the cliffs with 5 sets of towels and 5 sets of towels and a spare pair of clothes. The whistle of a red body disappears into the water next to her, before finally, in one fell swoop, this Goliath figure of a man, as you recognise to be the king, hoists himself over the side. No effort whatsoever, almost as though he just bounced off the floor underneath and leapt onto the boat. He, without a word, he looks at Yervin, he looks at the pile of towels, he grabs one,
Did he notice us on the cliff?
he you don't know. He dabs
What's
his
taking you guys so long?
he dabs his face with one of the towels. He looks to Yervin, he says, "Yeah, you're one of them again, aren't you? Well, the other 3 will be down shortly. No. Just keep this between you and me, shall we? Oodles." And he falls backwards into the water and disappears beneath the waves.
What?
He's a frickin' dolphin.
Can we tell it was the king when he did that from where we are now?
Roll me a perception check.
Damn
Oh, I'm
it.
gonna
Because you two
say-
are currently too busy, as you said, focusing on corpses in the water to try and
Well, I
see
mean,
if
I
one of them-
imagine once we saw somebody plummet
Pretty
past us,
distracting.
we picked up speed running down the cliff.
You can't run if you're spider climbing, because if both feet leave the cliff at the same time, it's power walking.
I have 8 legs.
Yeah, okay, fine, that's fun for you, but I can't. I imagine Spider Tim is much, much quicker than spider climbing Gustav.
What's my perception? Oh yes. Ed, what's a 27 get me?
You do know that it was the king. You can confirm that it was definitely. You can confirm that it was definitely King Barris diving.
Okay, so
through.
did like how would I've noticed that? Was that be like when he was dropping past, or when he got into the boat?
You would have noticed it when he got back into the boat, rather than when he fell past.
Okay.
I still have no idea. Cool. Let's get down there. Did you say we could see another present monster in the water as well?
You did. You saw another present monster dragging a body away towards the shore,
How far away is it?
about 400 feet.
Okay. One sec. One moment, caller. Oh, bastard.
I know, 300 feet.
Fine, let's just get on the boat.
So is the little boat next to like an rocky outcrop we could stand on?
Yeah, so it's almost like a small rocky outcrop that Yervin has tied the boat to, as she's just sat there eating a loaf of bread with some dry clothes and some
Classy.
towels.
Aha. Aha. And I'm still a spider at this point. Maybe I should turn back.
You are still a spider, so congrats.
I wonder how somebody would react if an enormous spider just appeared next to them.
You're about to find
Well,
out.
About to find out. Am I
Amber,
going
you
to
there?
turn back or not?
If
Hello?
Amber
Yes.
comes back.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
So you are currently sat in a boat at the bottom of the cliff, having been told by your patron to wait there for the afternoon in order to help others with 5 towels and a spare change of clothes.
I also have a little book in my hands that I'm
Yours-
just reading
yeah.
as I'm chilling there.
After the fucking king just
Uh-huh.
climbed into the boat and then
I was
buggered
going to
off.
say, sorry, what was the action that happened just then?
So what happened is that King Barris leapt off of the cliff,
Yeah,
landed in the waters beside you,
nice,
climbed back into the boat,
nice.
said a couple of words, and then put his finger to his lips and said, "Let's keep this as a secret between you and me," and dove back into the water.
Nice.
Aha.
I just
And then a few seconds later, an
And then a few
enormous
seconds later,
spider
yeah.
scuttles down the cliff at you.
I
I'm
audibly.
Giant spiders are large beasts, which is 10 by 10 foot, I think.
Yeah, it's a 10 by 10
I
foot.
yeah, I pretty much audibly just go fuck.
Oh. Wait, what class is Irvin?
We can't.
You can't ask
Hell.
that. Sorry, man.
Yeah. Metagaming.
I don't remember that.
I know.
Oh no,
but-
Oh no, sorry. Her other character was a druid. Never
Was,
mind.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of watching the spider at this point.
There is also a
concerned.
small-ish half-elf that is walking behind the spider, vertically down the cliff.
So you know
trying to
how
keep
dogs
up.
do that, like, head tilt, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Confusion kind of head tilt? Do you think giant spiders can do that?
Sure, why
Yeah,
not?
with their eyes kind of go like.
Because that's what, like, it's just like, what? What?
I mimicked that movement.
He's forgotten he's a giant spider.
Can I ask who you are and what you're doing here?
I think I'm waiting for you.
That is less ominous than what I was expecting you to say, weirdly, given the circumstances.
Okay, now I turn back.
Ah, that makes more sense that you'd have that
hello.
many legs. Yes.
I don't usually have that many legs, but, like, what? What? Why are you here? What? Who? What? Why are you here? What?
Just get in the boat.
Yes, can we chase the thing, please?
Yeah.
Because it's getting away.
Sure.
I still haven't seen Lindsay anywhere. Tim gets
No.
on the boat.
I think maybe the other monster took him away, because none of these bodies are his. He wasn't wearing loads of armor, was he?
He was wearing ceremonial armor.
Would he
That's
float?
why I asked if he was wearing obvious armor.
No, but like, do we think he'd float or sink if he was in the water?
Good question.
You think that he would be able to keep himself above water if he fell?
Yeah, he's kind of a badass, presumably. So, yes, let's chase the thing, please.
Hey. Is it a rowboat?
Yeah, it's a rowboat.
Cool. I guess I just sort of go, yeah, awesome. Which way? And start rowing for them.
Where are we headed?
This is a
Beach?
massive party split.
Yeah. Bye, Cecil!
Cecil,
Coward!
what would you like to do?
Jump off.
Well, I guess he's like next to Lindra, like
You've
what
got
the
loads of hit
fuck?
points. Just jump off.
Yeah, still healed. I should have jumped. I wasted Tim's spell slot.
Yeah, he's just staring down, like looking fairly bewildered. And
What would you like to do?
I guess he's noticed that Dark Thor's missing. So I don't know. It walks back out to the front to see what the fuck's going on.
So you're not jumping off. Go find
Party
Arcthor.
split. Party split.
You might be able to stop him from dying.
How about I say I was told to expect more of you.
Yeah,
to-
I don't
to
think
leave
everyone
this
else was super keen on just jumping straight off a 150-foot cliff.
Oh, I
Don't
can't
really
imagine.
have to, I can't do more than what we just did, so they'll have
Cecil,
to figure their own shit out.
Cecil, as you go to walk away, you hear the shuffling of clothes as Lindra throws herself off the edge.
What the actual fuck?
Let you have to follow her, right?
Is everybody in this place completely fucking mad?
So sad we can't.
The
hear
royal
that.
family secretly
he's-
mur people.
He's just
Sorry,
like he's
sea sluts.
sort of just like looking over the edge, and then looking back at the flagstones and sort of like walking around going, "What the fuck? Just what?" They're looking back over the edge. No.
Meanwhile,
Is he trying to
Arcthor,
psych himself up?
meanwhile,
Jump
Is he
over.
trying to work out what the fuck to do?
Meanwhile, Arcthor, you awaken, very sore, not dead,
One hit point.
from a nearby servant who has
You're in
thrown
the recovery position.
who knows some basic medicine and has been able to stabilize you. As
Just be careful you don't stub your toe or anything. Or you
Whilst-
might actually die.
whilst dragging you into the back of the caravan. You are now in the caravan and you can now proceed.
You have 1 hit point.
You have 1 hit point. Cecil,
can't
what are you doing?
I've been knocked out by Bruno before, I swear. I swear I
have,
got
yeah.
bitten for 5 damage, and Gustav was like, well, I'm out. Dangerous fucking horse.
So,
Okay.
Arcthor,
I guess
so
I
hang on,
should
wait, wait.
choose James
I
the
mean,
Panther to be on you, horse.
Cecil's just sort of been
So hot.
Cecil's been sitting on a nearby bench, sort of just like, okay, fine, fuck it, I'm going. He takes off his jacket. He makes sure that he's got his cane staff, cane sword, and just sort of like looks over the edge and is like, yeah, fuck it. Gets his feet on the rails and then jumps and sort of just does a cross. Goes down. He's like, what?
I feel like this is like the Sherlock Holmes where you are what's his name?
What, Moriarty? Where you're just
No,
sort of
not Sherlock. Lovely. The Doctor. Nothing. Really nice. Yeah.
Watson.
Watson. Thank you. Yes. I think it's really nice. Yeah, it's like Watson
The
where he's
opposite.
well he just doesn't. He's just like got no chill. It's like, God damn it, this sucks. Meanwhile,
Over.
15 seconds earlier, Tim and Gustav are in the boat as there's a second whoosh, as a person falls feet first into the water.
I've got this image that Cecil is the only one that actually made a noise as he fell.
Yeah, he's
As
only
Bax and
human.
Lindra just like plop.
Yeah, as Lindra then goes to pull herself off the sides of up to the side of the boat, and as she gets there, she goes, "Oh, I really wasn't thinking that there was going to be a boat down here. It's
Oh, hi, Lindra.
oh God, why is it always you?
Hello. What do you mean you love us?
I could think of worse things to be." And as she says that, there's just a "Ah!" as Cecil hits the water beside.
I've also got this image that Barros and Lindra landed feet first and like entered the water very elegantly, but Cecil was like body slam.
Floats for a second before sinking.
Cecil has definitely created a splash.
Right,
As
so Cecil's done that thing where he's gone in feet first, but at a very slight angle.
Very
so he
slight.
sort of just like whooshed himself
he
sideways.
shot himself away. As Lindra then clambers onto the back of the boat and scoops up one of the towels, looking at the boat and just being like, "Why is there towels here?"
I don't know. I'm
No, I-
equally baffled. I
you
don't
thought
know
you
whether
might
it's
need them.
good news or not, but I can't see Lindsay in the water anywhere.
No.
That is why we came down here. And then this lady was here in her boat.
Hello.
Wow. I'm charmed if I wasn't quite so terrified. Where? We
She
need to
seems
go.
nice.
We need. Yes, I understand. That's really nice. We need to go. I need to find Lindsay.
Is that the same
It can't be
direction
dead.
as the thing you two want?
What a great question. We don't know where. I couldn't see Lindsay as we were coming down, but do you have any idea where he would have gone, Lindra?
I don't know. What I know, you can see that she's trying to fight back like emotions and trying to be clinical. Like, I don't know. All I know is that he went over the railings when he was attacked
Alright.
by one of the creatures. He jumped in front of it because it tried to get me, and it just took him over the railings, and that's it. That's all I know.
He was wearing his ceremonial armor, right? So he should be pretty obvious.
Yeah, you'd be able to see him a mile off. He always likes polishing it, so he shines like the sun. He should be somewhere in the waters.
Can we do like a perception check or an investigation check or something? Like looking
can.
around?
If we're looking around into the water,
Yeah.
It's at this
Would-
point that everybody's looking around that they see like a dark shape come up, and Cecil's like, fuck, it's cold. Fuck. Let me on the boat. Let me on the boat. Sort of like, as everyone else was like really elegantly getting in the boat, Cecil's just like kind of.
Like can barely get one knee
Everyone
up.
rocking
onto
from
the-
side to side.
It's not like gets like most of his body up and like rolls into the boat.
Yeah, he just kind of like twists himself, like throwing himself onto the boat. Yeah.
I sort of look at him and just put a towel on him. I'm like, here you go.
just drop it over his face.
Go back to reading your book.
Yeah, pretty much.
You are all able to roll a perception check. Whilst you guys are rolling a perception check, Arcthor,
towel
you've
over my
managed to gather up your equipment and
Ken, fuck!
rush back to the railings.
Was this
where-
investigation or perception? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception.
Where-
Thank you.
where you just pass through the doors as you see Cecil scream and jump off the railings.
What the hell did I miss?
Maybe
rode-
noticing that none of the others are up here too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
realise that no
Well,
one else is
I
there.
just walked into a room and there are a bunch of dead presents on the floor with legs coming out of them. There are a bunch of dead people and spattered body parts, and then my entire party's disappeared, and the one person I did know that was alive standing up just screamed and jumped off a railing. So I'm like, what the fuck has happened right now?
And you were almost killed by a horse.
And I was almost killed by a fucking horse.
And you're almost killed by a horse.
So I
please
run
say yes-
over.
Please say
I
yes
run
to
over
roll.
to close to the railing. I'm not even going to look down because I fear that there is some horrifying monster down there that Cecil's just jumped. But I'm very conscious right now that I am not in a good way. So I cast Cure Wounds on myself to try and heal up a bit.
Okay, so heal yourself for cure wounds.
Does
10 points!
Does
Nice.
Arcthor have to make an athleticism save to stop belly flopping on the way down?
Arcthor
I've not
hasn't
jumped
yet.
off. I've not jumped off.
So
You must
do that first.
Tim, Yurvan, right? So Gustav, you're also able. Gustav and Cecil, you guys are also able to roll for perception.
I did. It was a 10 again. Oh no,
Oh,
wait,
you rolled-
17.
The 10 was me. The 17 was you.
Yeah.
What is my perception? Oh, it's +3.
Normally
So after
I
I
roll a
finish
10.
sort of towel drying my hair and underarms and stuff. Like, so yeah, I guess take a look around. Yep,
Hey!
I see a towel in front of my face.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. It seems
There is
it's
I,
thematic.
I don't know what anybody's doing.
It's
there is no
thematic.
alcohol on this boat.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm gonna have to deal with that later, aren't I?
Gustav declines the towel, thinking he might need to get in the water again. Actually, he didn't get wet in the first place.
Oh, we didn't get wet because we're not plebs.
The as you are looking around, Gustav, you see a very familiar looking cape floating in the water, about 350 feet away, near to the coastline. There's a row of docklands, and you can see that dotted along the docklands are different constructs like water breaks and like old forts that have crumbled into the sea, and some new stuff that has been built. And you can see that caught on one of the rocks is a cape.
Just the cape.
Just the cape.
Caught on one of the rocks that's like on the edge of the water.
That's on the edge of one of the docks, or one along where the piers are.
Okay. So like it's come off as
looks like
somebody
it's
was
come off
climbing
as-
out.
It looks like it's come off as someone was in the water, because it's too far away from the coast.
Well then.
What would you all like to do? Because Arcthor, you're currently at the top of the cliff, and the rest of you are at the bottom of the cliff.
Can we, if we look up, can we see Arcthor peering over the edge?
So where did Arcthor go?
You can see him as he looks over the edge.
Everybody,
Right, so-
wave at him. Get him to jump. Jump off, you pussy.
Come on in, the water is great and not entirely filled with corpses.
It looks suspiciously red from up here.
How else do you think you're gonna get down?
You make a valid point.
None of us can actually hear.
You
what
can't
the
hear
others
each
are
other.
shouting.
Like
No,
it's-
we're just
you
bellowing
guys are
up.
so far away, you can't hear each
I
other.
can just see this.
Yeah, I mean, like 150 feet away, so not really very much.
And I can't jump 150 feet.
You can vertically.
Nobody else took damage. It'll be fine.
Downwards.
Go for it.
I mean,
Yes, Cecil made it.
you can also see that there is a elevator beside you that that leads down to the royal docks at the bottom of the cliff.
No way.
Is it an elevator or is it a platform on a pulley system?
It's a floating magical elevator, which is the
Can
same
I-
one that King Barris came up.
Can I check that it's still good to use?
Of course you can, yeah. As you walk up to
Oh.
it and you stand on it, it glows a soft blue, and there are two runes on the floor. One of them very clearly looks like an up, and one of them very clearly looks like a down.
I hit the down.
As you press the down, the entire platform begins to descend rapidly at 35 feet per second, but your feet feel welded to it.
As I don't think Arcthor's coming, we should just go.
Within a matter of seconds, you hit the bottom, where you are on a formal promenade like dockland. It's royal docks. It's full of rich boats and playthings of the ultra rich. However, the entire area has been destroyed. There are streaks of what appear to be like blackened charring and like the smell of ozone in the air, as there are a multitude of corpses littered around the dockland.
Oh, well, this is horrifying. I look around to see whether there are any operable boats still intact, or intact enough to get me out to the rest of the party.
Yeah, you very easily can see that they're not that far away. They're only about 100 feet swim round the coast, and there's a narrow pathway that appears to be like a service corridor to get around to where Yurvan has docked up the boat illegally, but no one noticed.
No one's gonna complain, really.
Can I use a Can I light one of my arrows on fire using the general destruction around me to signal to the party that I'm coming along?
They can see you.
Okay, they can see me. In which case, I just go along this pathway to
You dash
the
along the
boat.
pathway and you get to the boat, and you hop on just as they disappear back. They disappear off, and they go, "Oh, we better pick him up." Turn around, come back, pick you up, and then head on back towards the shore.
Going down the lift is no fun at all.
I feel silly now. I feel like
I
I should have either jumped or taken the lift.
Just who owns the damn horse?
Then we just have to point at each other.
Thanks, Polar Knights. Yeah, it'd be OCD or what?
You need to do some
Gotta
more
make sure that
training with
everything
that
is
damn
in
thing.
If he doesn't like
micromanaged.
you, that's not our fault.
Yes, he doesn't like me either. I wouldn't take it personally.
I
Working on
don't.
these
My
beers.
chest and rib cage do.
Aw,
Well-
you get the little Bruno tap. That's cute. Funny story, I almost died last time that happened to me.
Super.
You know
So-
what? I feel like we may have a bonding opportunity here with similar life experiences.
So the No, I've completely forgotten what I was going to ask. Never mind.
Super, no problem. Right, so you guys are in the boat. You've seen a nearby cape that you're now sailing towards. You are the owner of the boat, whether or not legally or not, we're not entirely sure right now. But you and
It's in her possession.
yeah, you and the others
I'm a
managed
captain.
to start rowing
Yeah.
yourself towards the
Rowboat,
cape.
There is no captain.
Powering on before you finally bump up gently against the rocks and pull the soggy cape onto the boat, and very clearly emblazoned on the back you can see the Kingsguard emblem with Lindra grabbing it in both hands, and despite it being soggy and sodden, pulling it in and turning it over quickly in her hands, going, this is his, this must be his. Like, only one person is sad enough to put pink trim on the inside. He knows he knows the regulation.
Can we see any further, like, trail or evidence or anything from where we are?
From where you are, as you're looking across the coast, the rain is beginning to fall harder and harder now. There's a storm brewing. It almost feels as though the maelstrom off the coast has kind of begun to set in. But as you look around the coast, you see the kick of the waves up and down, and right on the very around what appears to be a drain cover for the sewers, you see a shoulder pauldron that has been jammed between two of the rocks next to the drain covering.
Is that the
Is
direction?
this obvious?
It's very
Like, we
obvious.
all see it.
Yeah, you guys
That-
can see this bright shiny metal piece that's been jammed into the rocks.
So that has to be deliberate, right?
I think he went down there.
Is this in the direction that we saw the final present monster go? I mean, I was
Yes.
trying to keep an eye on it. Okay, cool.
Well, we're going over there then.
Oh, I love sewers. I have just the thing for them.
Something dark vision, something.
Entire party.
Just Gustav starts taking off his expensive waistcoat and folding it neatly and putting it on the seat of the boat.
You guys power up to the roughly 5 foot wide sewer opening, and are immediately hit with the smell of secondhand alcohol and fetid products that
Sewer smell.
that come pouring out. It's mixing with the seawater, so it's slightly less painful, but the boat definitely can't get in. The sewer level is about 7 or 8 inches deep, and so you guys will have to decamp from the boat to
Does it have
make your way
like raised pathways on either side?
in. It doesn't. It's just a
It's
perfect
just
circle.
it's just a pipe. Oh
It's just a
goody.
pipe.
Oh good, I love being covered in shit.
I can tell that about you, Tim. Gustav just gets into the
It looks
pipe.
like that bath yesterday was a fucking minor reprieve from being covered in shit.
Oh, we are so going back there. First thing tomorrow morning, we are straight
Oh,
back
yeah.
into bath.
Oh yeah.
First thing.
And
gotta
I'm
just-
burning these clothes. Let's go.
So,
Yeah.
what is the plan?
Heading in. Charging
Are we
on.
all-
Yeah, we're-
Is Arkthor with us yet?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Arcthor's with you in
Okay.
the boat.
We
In
managed
which
to not
case-
split the party.
I'm going to tie the boat to like a bit of rock and just be like, right, after you.
It's just to be a good-sized boat if there's 6 of us on it.
Yeah, it's a pretty hearty boat. It does have 2 benches on it.
It's a very nice boat.
As you guys start decamping, Tim, because you are the most perceptive by a very large margin, you recognize that on Yervin's right arm there is a guild tattoo for the Adventurers Guild. There aren't many big things on there, but the main one that you can see is what looks like a Dracoling, which is basically like a wormling dragon, which is all in green. That she's put front and center on her arm. The main takeaway is that you can assume that you're making the assumption that she is part of the Adventurers Guild. She has some tie to the Adventurers Guild, and that maybe you can trust her, but at the same time, you all think to yourself, why is she there? Why?
Yeah,
We also
still don't
outnumber
know
her.
why she's there.
So, you know,
Can I don't know if sort of situation where you could get away with like a nudge and like a significant glance towards something, like you do to signal something to someone else.
You and so as you guys are decamping the boat and Yervin's tying it up, Tim and Gustav, you guys have worked with each other long enough that you get the subtle hints.
Like the nudge and the nod towards her
The-
arm, whichever
yeah,
one it is.
The nudge and the nod, but even
Still
then, like you're still like new people.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting new people.
Is
Still.
everyone in the tube yet? In the sewer yet? Or are we still
tube.
So who is taking point?
I'm in front.
Gustav is going first. What is the marching order? I need to write this down.
Are
Oh
we,
no!
Are we okay to
How-
break
how-
for food before we
how
start
big is it?
exploring them?
So we'll get marching order and then we'll stop for food.
Cool.
Hooray!
I guess
Um,
I'll be behind Gustav then.
So Gustav, you volunteered. Well done. And then it's
Well,
Cecil.
Gustav is painfully aware that if Lindsay was being dragged along by a present beast and taken into a pipe by it, we need to
don't have
catch
much
up.
time.
We need to go.
So Tim's gonna slot in behind Cecil then.
Tim, you're third. Who's fourth?
I'm going to stand back and go after you to
So
Lauren.
Arthur's
Lin.
doing
Is
that.
Lindra still with us?
Yeah, Lindra pushes her
Yeah.
way into fourth.
So just
Uh,
hiding behind him.
So then Arkthor, you're next. And then Yervin, you're last.
Yeah, I'm
Bringing up the
back.
rear.
Super.
I mean, yeah, if you were like in the situation where you're like, hey, you're with these bunch of people that you've never met before, and you're here for a reason you have no idea why, you'd bring up the rear, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
You can always run
Like,
back to your boat.
Okay, I guess I'm coming with you guys, but I'm not gonna commit to it too hard.
And
She just sort of follows on. She doesn't ask much. She's just sort of chilled. She's like, yeah,
if this
where are we
goes
going?
sideways, I'm gonna leave.
you guys can see
I'm going to stay at the back.
you guys taking a wide stride either side of the river of shit.
Nice.
You,
Oh, it's just started raining as
Is the
well.
pipe?
it's
How
just
big
started
is,
raining.
is the pipe big enough to do that?
It's wide enough to do that, yes.
You
It's wide enough.
cannot be standing in the river
Yes.
of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking a
What
wide
You'll
important-
just look like a parade of doofuses doing it.
And Tim stand up straight.
No.
Ha! Can Gustav stand up straight?
Yes. Taking a wide stride to straddle the river of sewage. The 6 of you start taking off down the pipe, easily disappearing 10, 15, 20 feet into the earth as the already dim light behind you dies entirely and you are engulfed in darkness. And that is where we'll put a hold on this, and we'll be back in 30 minutes. Next. So, where we left off with our group was that the 6 of you, with your new partner in crime, or at least hanger-on for the moment, Yervin, have recently taken a plunge into the sewers beneath Rendis, the capital city of Gearust, in search for trying to rescue a lifelong friend of Lindra Redfarrow, the to-be princess, Lindsay, also otherwise known as Captain Lightfoot of the Royal Guard. After having been attacked at the capital palace, the 6 of you dove off the sides to try and rescue him from the clutches of what you suspect is another present box mimic, and following the trail of remnant materials, you find yourselves in the city sewers underneath the docks. So, as the 6 of you enter the pitch black tunnel, the light outside begins to dim, the thunder of rain begins to become muffled in the distance as you dive deeper into the solid stone cavern below. The lights immediately going from stormy overcast to dark of night. Now, who can see in the dark?
Present.
Hello.
All of those
Wait.
non-humans.
Is it too soon to be using the P word?
Well, guess I'm blind then.
So, all of you who can see, obviously you can see in a very short range, and you'll be able to get some idea as to what's going on in front of you. However, if I remember correctly, Arcthor, having gone back to the caravan and being successfully yeeted by Bruno, you, if I'm not wrong, should have some materials to help make your exploration slightly easier.
Indeed, I should have that. I just have
Yes,
to
we
remember.
bought all of the towels and none of the weapons.
Gustav specifically requested his Tuesday socks.
I do not have them. They got lost because I got kicked in the fucking head and forgot.
But he requested his Tuesday socks on the Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Did he just grab his shit, or did he grab some of ours as well?
That's a very good question. What did you grab?
I grabbed a weapon for Gustav because Tim already had a weapon and Cecil seemed to be fine. So I grabbed Gustav's weapon for him. And so
The staff of the adder. Thank you.
you're very welcome.
I think
Oh,
you
where's
were taking
Poppins?
that with you, Gustav, weren't you?
Where's
Yeah, sure.
Poppins?
It was in the cart. I actually wanted to take it into the party because I thought it was cool looking, but they wouldn't let me take it in.
Yeah.
Gustav, where's Poppins? Not that I'm asking.
Poppins
the
is just
character. He got wet. Oh no. he
But
didn't.
yeah, anyway, I have some torches, so I light a torch. I light a second torch as well and pass it through to Tim, who's at the front of the pack at the moment. I'm assuming-
Gustav is at the front.
Oh, Gustav's at the front. So Gustav just gets his staff and a torch so he can help lead the way. And other than that, is there anything more I could? There's not really anything.
I've got a
much.
stick I can like poke stuff in case there are traps. Why would there be traps in a sewer? I don't know. DM's nuts.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the pack. I've got a torch, and Gustav's got a torch. Now, who's at the back?
Me.
Okay, so I pass you a torch as well. So
Oh, thank you very much.
we're all lit up, and we can actually mildly see now Cecil benefit because he, for some reason, wasn't born with eyes that can process darkness.
What race is
This
Irvin?
disappointment that he continually
What
is.
race is Irvin?
How
Half
about?
elf?
Another one.
Hey, so only got one pleb human here.
And so,
Oh, Lindra's human, I guess.
Oh yeah.
as
Is she? Yes.
Lindra is human.
Yep.
So, for those
She's
of you
hiding
who,
behind Tim.
for those of you who are playing the game, such as all of you wondrous people who I'm talking to with D&D, please can you close the stream or at least minimize it, because I'm going to start sharing things and I don't want you to have spoilers.
Fine.
Oh,
Shopping
oh,
list.
oh, I see. Okay.
This is where we see our viewers drop to 0. There's just all of us. looking at the stream.
Minimize it, not shut it.
No, we need the numbers. For
We need the
reasons.
numbers.
For reasons and things.
Or is this so that you can show us things?
This is so I can
Without
show you
spoilers.
things without spoilers. However, those wondrous people at home, they get to see the spoiler film. I mean, not that it means much, because I've got a template next to me full of all the crap that this means. So,
This looks very
Regardless.
dark.
regardless, all of you find yourself inside a nearly perfectly cylindrical cave, sewer entrance in which you're straddling either side of this masonry tunnel, and it doesn't take long, about 20-30 feet later, that you realise the area opens up and it turns into an immediate crossroads.
Oh,
Ah,
good.
Left, always left. Just keep going left.
Always left.
Can
I
we
shout from
see?
the back.
Can we
Left
look
crew
around
represent.
and see if Lindsay left another indicator?
Is it to the left?
I need you all to roll me an investigation check.
Ooh, investigate.
Oh!
Perception. Damn it.
I'm good at investigators.
That's intelligence.
She says, about to roll a shit fucking.
We
My
have no
investigation is
intelligence.
terrible. But I rolled a
17.
19.
Oh, also, while I'm investigating, as Gustav has been in some city sewers before,
It's not
and he's-
right.
where even it has started raining quite heavily, can I
Right.
check to see where the high water mark is in this pipe?
Yes, you can. So the
Oh,
high
fucking
water.
bullshit.
So the high water mark is roughly 3 inches off the ceiling.
Yikes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, so it looks like these pipes get pretty full, and it is raining now, so we don't want to hang around.
can anyone do like water breathing or something like that?
Oh yeah, I can.
Like, it's not a problem for me, but it might be a problem for the rest of you.
I can do water breathing, I can't do shit breathing.
I mean, sewers are mostly water, so it's fine. It's not good quality water, and there's shit in it, but mostly water, especially in a storm.
You're asking the wrong bunch of humans.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So,
And so,
which way?
which way would you guys like to
I
go?
don't know.
Whoa, what was the result of our investigation?
So the result.
I rolled a 19.
So
Oh,
anyone who rolled over a 16,
cool.
you see
Hey.
that there's definitely a thin trail of blood that reaches the central point in the crossroads. There is a glove that's on the floor, very obviously a royal style glove. It's hard to tell because it is coated in yesterday's matter, and you are unable to see at what point the blood goes, because it obviously the squid mimic present has obviously dragged someone into the pipe, and you can see that through the trail of blood. But then as the water deepens at this crossroads, it's impossible to see which direction it's gone.
Does the glove indicate a direction?
Does the glove say L. Lightfoot on the
So,
inside
Is
of
it,
it?
It's a glove
is it
pointing.
near one of the branches, or is it pointing?
So it's in the center in a pool floating.
Oh, it's like right in the middle of the crossroads.
Yes.
Just to be deeply unhelpful.
To be
If we look in each direction, can we see like another piece of armor or something like that? I don't know how far we can see with our torchlight.
All of you have a 15. Is it 15-foot dark vision or is it 30 foot? No, sorry, 30
I
foot
think
dark
it's
vision.
30.
30-foot dark vision. No, you cannot see anything.
We have torches as well, though.
Also, yeah, I was going to say with dark vision, I don't think you can see colours very well, so we wouldn't be
No.
able to see blood. But with
It's
the torches,
grayscale.
we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would be able to see a shiny thing, though.
You would also be
Everything
able to
down
see
there
a shiny
shiny.
thing.
Can we see a shiny thing
You
anywhere?
cannot see a shiny thing.
Well, this might be a guess then.
If I was a nasty beast and I was dragging someone into a sewer, I would just keep going straight, personally.
I really don't know.
I don't unless it was
Always
going
left.
back to somewhere where it came from. I don't know why it would go either side. I assumed it would just want to go deeper.
Always left.
It could be.
Well, screw it. I'm in front. We're going straight ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Always left.
Not left.
Sorry, Cecil. Man at the front has decided.
You can go left if you want, Cecil.
Not by myself.
So,
Don't look at me.
you guys heading left, which is which direction? Because are we looking?
No,
left
we're
as in-
going
No, we're
straight.
going straight ahead. So
going straight ahead.
straight down.
So as you guys start heading further and further forwards, the room forks slightly in a dogleg as there's a series of pipes that are leading into the room that are beginning to pick up pace with the amount of rainwater that's
Oh,
beginning to
jeez.
fall. That's beginning to fall down into the pipes in front of you.
That's called a chicane, isn't it?
Nothing to worry about right now, but definitely something that you are beginning to get more aware of as time goes on.
Just the water level. So to begin with, like just the speed of the water would speed up, right, and then the level would start rising.
Yeah.
So is it at the speed up stage, or has it started rising?
It's started to pour through, so water has started to flow, and that's the point in time where you're like, okay, well, this, like you can see the rainwater beginning to pick up pace, but you're pretty confident in where you're going, and it doesn't look to be doing anything at the moment. But as you fork round into a room, the area opens up into what appears to be more of a communal space, like a large cavern underneath that's got a sunken reservoir of sewage that's quite stagnant. You can see that it's one of the older designs of the sewers where they've built new stuff and then the old stuff isn't the right height. So this is stagnant sewer water with large bore pipes from what you'd assume are factories or nearby workhouses, that kind of stuff, that all funnel into this single room.
I
The
bet
area-
it fucking stinks in here.
It stinks. So what you get from this area is that it's unnaturally warm, because as you look
What
up
kind of stink?
as you look up to the pipes, you see steam coming off of the water, but most of it's running clear apart from one or two, and occasionally you get a waft of lavender oil or something.
Oh,
And
Given the condition, that's probably not better.
so a couple of the pipes have got really warm water, and then one of them has just like black sewer ichor that's just slopping out into the center of this sunken pit. There's about a 3 foot wide walkway around the outside that's coated about 2 to 3 inches deep in just slime and muck.
Ew.
Which stops you from stepping directly into the obviously deeper water that runs around the very perimeter. You can see that no one's been here for a very long time.
Okay.
So the entire area is just kind of it's filling up with water, but you can smell the different tangs that come in from the different pipes as they come off of different businesses.
So the muck around
Grim.
the edge doesn't look like it's been disturbed, though.
It doesn't look like it's been disturbed.
Undisturbed muck.
Undisturbed muck. But there's like a
disturbed
layer
it.
of black ichor over the top of the water.
Is the water moving at all? Like, is it rippling, or is there like a sort of tide in it?
It's slowly like the top like couple of millimeters are flowing back down the pipe that you came through, because it's slowly filling with rainwater. But as far as you can see, it's not really moving.
Okay.
The thick slime suggests that it's been there for a week or two, which matches up with how the weather's been. Just
Doesn't
sat
look like
here
anyone's
festering.
been
If this
through.
room looks
Yeah.
undisturbed, we
There's
should
no
back
ripples.
out.
Yeah, let's go back. Back we go.
Back 'em up. Do,
Oh great, now I have to go backwards, straddling and stooped.
Can't we just turn on our heel?
Yeah, I'll be in front.
You
That's really
fucking
good.
might be able to.
Get your heels covered in poo.
So you guys turn back to the crossroads. Which way would you like to go?
Fine, Cecil was right. Let's go left instead.
Yay, left.
Because
Oh,
the
whoa, whoa,
right.
whoa, 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 whoa! You mean right? Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
it's to the right now.
Left
but-
from our perspective, to the right on
You
the
guys
map.
turn to the right. And as you turn to the right, again, there's another dog leg before it finally opens up to a large cavernous room
Yay. Maybe.
with what appears to be a partial collapse at the far end of it.
Oh good.
Oh, it's got a little kidney connector.
There's
Like a recent collapse.
you can't tell at this distance because you're too far away from it currently.
Is it
So-
deep?
This is quite.
Poke it with the staff.
It's
Like, is there a pool?
there's about a 4 inches worth of water here. It's just it's a low level area. This is slightly higher than the rest of the tunnel, so you're not walking through sewage. This appears to be more of an old pump room or an old subterranean factory room, where you can see buckets, some old pipe work. Some of the main struts have collapsed slightly, and that's what's allowed part of the collapse. But there does appear to be a man-made, or at least a carved passage that winds inside the stonework that's collapsed.
Okay.
I don't really want to squeeze through there.
I don't think I can squeeze through there.
Mm,
Can we do like an investigation to see if there's anything else in this room that we noticed?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
you can
is
roll
Ark
investigation.
Arcthor's familiar with us?
I didn't go to the car to get all my stuff.
He went to get the cat, and the cat wouldn't come with him on the boat. But has instead been prowling around the coastline and may catch up with you.
May. If I don't die
let's
first.
investigate for clues, and that's an 8.
Split up and
Those
look
are
for
good.
clues, everybody.
See if anything might have gone in the gap.
Can we use perception to look for clues?
Maybe we should split up and search for clues.
I'm a perceptive boy.
Well, Shaggy and Scooby will go that way, and I'll go with Velma and Daphne.
To the bedroom.
Well, I mean, let's have a.
With a 24, you do successfully identify behind one of the nearby collapsed walls. You see that there's a door hidden in part of the rocks to the south before the main collapse. And you think that you could safely move some of the old equipment that's been laden in front of it.
Okay. Does the door look like it's been opened recently or anything?
No, the door does not look like it's been opened in a very long time.
Okay.
I don't think they came through here.
No, like this. There is this door, but there's all sorts of shit in front of it, so I don't think anyone's been in there.
So back to the
I
crossroad.
really don't know what to do. I'm
Let's,
not good at this shit.
let's go back.
Literal shit.
You
Let's go
can,
back.
you
Yeah.
can see that the gap in the rocks is wide enough to fit a person.
Maybe one of us should go and just peek through and see if there's anything on the other side.
Shotgun, not me.
I'm happy to do it.
Well,
Volunteering.
you
Am I at the front or at the back still?
You're
Well,
at the
we've got
back,
lots of room in
or
here.
in this
but
big
you guys
room
can be
now,
in any
so.
room, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pick my way. It's just 4 inches of water on the floor. You said, yeah.
Yeah, it's just 4 inches, yeah.
Okay. I'm
Not
just
like the other
gonna.
room.
I'm just gonna walk forward. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just
You
gonna
walk
walk
forwards.
forwards and have a little nosy through.
And what's your height? Is it sub 6 foot?
Yes, under 6 foot. 5'5".
Also, I really wouldn't fit.
You're able to squeeze your way through the rocks. It's not too bad, but you don't need a dex check for this. And as you reach the
Okay.
other side, you see a partially ajar wooden door that leads into another side room.
Ooh. How do I do a dex check again? Sorry, is it D20?
Yeah.
I relay this information back to the strangers I've just met.
With a dex check of 15,
She's getting it. She's getting it.
You're able to identify that everyone could fit through it. It wouldn't be the most comfortable, but everyone could fit through the gap.
I turn around and I go, guys, it's fine. We can all fit through.
I don't know if we should be though. Like,
Follow me. There's a door.
does
It's
it look like anything
open.
went through there?
Does it look like
Open.
anything went through there?
Well, I guess
door
I'll
is
go through
partially
first,
ajar.
because if I get stuck, we'll split the party up properly. So let's go. Tim's gonna squish his way through.
Always turn
Tim,
into something
give me a
little.
dex
You
check.
got the duck.
Ooh, Dex. Ooh, Dex. Ooh,
Ooh,
this is
boy.
gonna go well.
That
Not
dex
climbing
check.
over
Dex.
trees now, boy.
Oh, actually, my Dex is not that bad.
Dexy boy.
10!
Right at the edge, right at the end, just as it narrows, your shoulders get stuck.
Good.
And you have to readjust yourself. And with a bit of help from other people, where they just like forcefully shove your shoulders back and twist you and pull, like trying to get a stick through a doorway. You're going sideways, and actually you just want to go lengthways. They managed to pipe you into the other side of the room, and you see a partially ajar door leading into another corridor.
Man, usually I insist on being bought a drink before being manhandled like that. Oh, there is an open door here, guys, so you should all come through, and most of you won't get stuck.
If next time we go into a dark place, I'll bring some lard so we can grease you up before you go into any small holes.
Again, usually I ask people buy me drinks before greasing me up.
Specifically with lard?
Oh, it's whatever you like.
What is
With
it,
a
Jerry?
partial flirting underway.
Have a nose through the door.
Go on.
You can have a nose
on
through
the
the
other
door.
side?
You stick your nose through the door, and there's a corridor, but then immediately the other side of the corridor, you get partially blinded by just this bright light. A bright flickering light. It takes you a moment before you realise that there's something that appears to be like a campfire or something in the room directly next to
Okay.
you.
Now, can I just like creep up and peer around the corner into the room?
Yeah, who's sneaky?
I'm not, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I can be
Uh,
sneaky.
I can be sneaky.
Is Pass Without a Trace a concentration spell?
I almost certainly.
Um,
What a great question.
Speak with plants is not what we're looking for.
Fucking time.
ask the
Yeah,
algae on the
concentration up to 1
It
hour.
is concentration up to 1 hour.
Okay. in which case, it's whoever has the best current traits.
I do have a potential, but
He would have lost concentration when Bruno kicked him.
yeah.
Yes,
true.
yes, he would have.
Yeah, who wants to
Great.
sneak up and peek around the corner? It
I'll
doesn't
sneak
really
around.
matter.
I'll sneak around the corner. I can do sneaks. Sneaks.
We just need to like sneak up to the corner and peek in to see who's in there.
Yeah.
Go, go, go!
Let's have a look. It's 19.
Nice.
You creep up to the side and you see that there's no one in the room. But there is what appears to be a campfire. And taking a bit of a closer look, you realise that it's littered with what you'd assume is trash. And most people would say it's trash. But you begin to realise that it's homeless. It's a collection of useless like trash that someone has purposely collected. So it begins to give you an
Come here,
idea
Jerry.
that maybe there's someone
here.
whose home this is.
So maybe we're in entirely the wrong place. Cool.
Potentially, it could be somebody else. It could be somebody else's. It could be where someone's been living.
Hmm.
But there is another door that immediately leads round to the right.
Through the door?
Yeah, I'll keep sneaking forwards.
You keep sneaking forwards. There is a small chest in the corner, but it's ajar and it's just full of trash, like copper pieces and stuff like that.
Gustav's gonna add a silver coin to the chest.
You add
Aww.
a silver coin to the chest.
That's very sweet.
As you stick your head around the corner, you see that it goes from being a masonry style to a larger hole cut stone style of wall materials.
Are we now in a passageway instead of a pipe here?
Now it feels like a passageway rather than a pipe.
Because we've got a flat ground, and I guess it might still be wet, but it's not actually got
still,
running water.
It's still wet, but it's not running. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. We'll sneak onwards.
Are you guys gonna follow him? Are you guys
Yeah.
gonna?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll follow
I'll
up.
follow.
Like,
There is
leave a
no,
good, a gap.
there is
just in
no
case.
one visible in the room.
Yeah, guess
Uh,
we're just gonna scoot through.
You reach what appears to be a stone wall, but it has a set of sandbags attached to it, as though you're on the inside of a hidden door.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is there any kind of indication around that this, like the trail of blood we were following, is there any kind of disruptance on the trash on the floor as if someone was dragged through it?
There's a lot of just general trash that's on the floor.
So it's hard to tell.
Yeah, someone's been collecting crap and just dumping it down here.
From the perspective of the thing dragging the body through here, I don't think this is the right way.
No.
No, I don't think this is the right way either, but it looks like we might have found a shortcut to another area, so maybe we'll luck out. But I also feel like we should probably go back and try the other way. I'm just very conscious of how long this is taking.
Yeah.
Also same.
I mean, should we try and open this door and just see if it leads anywhere useful?
Yeah, let's have a look through.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
You're able
you're
to
right.
you're
Yeah.
able to lift one of the sandbags up, and the stone wall cantilevers outwards into a room. And unlike the previous section that you've been in, it appears to be quite a high vaulted ceiling wall with a statue in the center of it. It appears to have been like a buried old temple of some sort, but the entire thing has been set up and is kind of full of trash. There are a couple of what appear to be, animal skeletons in the corner. Some rags that have been washed up into a corner, but the entire area seems remarkably dry, and
Is
looking
the
up.
statue...
Go
Sorry,
on.
is the statue in good enough condition that we can tell who it is?
So as you walk round to the front of the statue, it's a hooded figure with their hand out. It looks like a beggar. So it's a faceless beggar statue that has an open palm with a grate over the hand, rather than it being a solid stone hand.
Weird.
Okay.
Kind of fountain, maybe?
I really think we should go back and try the other pathway because this is very strange and interesting.
There is
but...
another door in this room.
Oh no.
Are there any sorts of coins or other objects that could fit through the grate on the hand?
So, at the front of the statue, you see a pair of brass scales, of which on one side is what appears to be 5 really badly painted gold coins, and on the other side are 5 pieces of what look like wooden loaves of bread, with an assortment of offerings around the scales.
Okay.
Oh, this is weird, but I don't think we have time for this.
Yeah, I was about to
Okay.
say this is.
I mean, this could be handy. We're short on supplies. If this has some sort of supplies, it looks like it's saying give 5 gold coins and you'll get goods, essentially. Maybe it's some sort of strange tradition for the sewer folk.
I mean, I can just buy stuff using real human money, not strange statue money.
Also, time.
Yes, I think we should probably keep looking for Lindsay.
We peek through that other door. Does it go anywhere? Or does the corridor immediately change direction?
Once you stick your head through the other door, you see the far side of what appears to be a fountain, but it's about 8 inches wide. Oh, sorry, not 8 inches, about 12 inches wide, so you can fit your shoulders in. And it's... Oh, hang on. 24 inches wide, so you can fit your shoulders in.
About.
Also, has anybody got any healing stuff? I'm still feeling a bit.
And there's fresh water pouring down in this room. It appears to just be a dead end.
Back we go.
Interesting. Yes, let's go back to the crossroads.
Yep, let's do that. We don't have time.
Gustav's gonna give his
The-
other healing potion to Arcthor for complaining.
How many hit points does Arctor on? Just out of curiosity.
I assume you look pretty rough. Yeah, have a regular healing potion, whatever that is. Now I
can
have
assume
I
that.
have nothing.
1d4 plus 4. So you guys leave the room.
Why
And
did I have a nail in my pocket?
you've been told to keep hold of the nail.
7. So is that
Let's get
7
into
HP recovery?
Yep.
You say, no, you say.
What are we going to do, Gustav?
Oh no, I was just thinking that if we were coming through, we should prop the door open, but it doesn't matter because we're just going back the way we came.
Yeah.
I
So you
assume the
guys-
door doesn't swing shut behind us, the weighted.
The stone weighted
Hidden one.
door.
Yeah.
You're all in the room, aren't you?
Well, I would have held it if it was gonna move.
Yeah, it was going to move.
Okay. Well, then I haven't gone into the room then. I've stayed by the door.
Yeah.
I was looking like through my stuff to see do I have anything to hold the door open with if it is swinging
Yeah,
shut, so I wouldn't have let go of it.
Yeah. The door did not shut. Obviously, with the weighted sandbag, it was going to try
It
and swing
wanted
itself
to.
shut.
hmm
You guys make your way back to the crossroads and head in the west direction, correct?
Yep. Let's do the
Yep.
squeezies through the thing.
Back squeezy through the hole.
You guys squeeze back through the hole, not a problem. Tim gets a little bit jank, but he's fine. You get
Find
back,
us enough people to yank me through it.
plenty of people to yank you through a hole.
Yike.
As you guys break round, you find a fresh sewer entrance. This is where a majority of the sewer water has been coming from, out towards the pipe. This is where there's a large open pipe to the south that's easily 5 foot wide, and is currently about a third full of torrential water that's pouring into this room.
Ooh.
The room itself is filling with water. It does have a level, so you can see that it would be maybe 5 or 6 feet deep just to hold a storage of water to slow it down. But it's now beginning to torrentially pour out of the pipe to the south. There's actually a steel grate to the west that you can see through that leads to a manhole cover. Or
Can
at
we
least a
see
manhole cover room.
any of Captain Lightfoot's indicators somewhere? Another glove or a whatever.
The water has begun to pick up so aggressively that if there was something here, it has now been swept away.
Nice.
Was the glove still there in the crossroads,
No,
or is it?
it's gone.
It's gone. Okay.
Unless you guys
Shit.
took it, in which case it's gone.
No.
Can we get over to the manhole on the other side?
You can
Like,
get-
is the room's not like flooded?
No, the room's not flooded. You can get across it, and you can get over to the gate. The gate isn't locked. It does have a handle on it. And you can get over to the manhole cover. It's got a small ladder, so it's definitely not going to... You can definitely escape through it, but the high water level you can see is about 5-6 inches below the ceiling.
Is the manhole cover in place?
Yes.
Can we shift it now?
Yeah, I want to go like open it and have a peek, see where we are.
Sure. As you go and lift the manhole cover, it takes a lot of effort. I need you to roll a strength check, actually, just real quick, because it is Gustav.
No, it's a 3. I can't move
You
it.
cannot move it.
Can someone else try and move this? I want to know where we are.
Would you like some help?
Right. And try 20!
Hold on. Would it be...
Spicy
Is it
nat
better if I-
20 doesn't matter.
If I assist you, would that be better?
He doesn't
Matter,
need
it's
it.
fine.
He's done a 20.
Let's
Nat
go
20.
Spicy nat 20, so it's fine.
As you
Show off his ult.
as you lift the manhole cover off using your shoulders rather than your arms, you lift it up, and as you poke your head over the top, the rain is coming down hot and heavy.
We are outside.
As you guys are outside, you peer around and you see a host of people clambered underneath the front eaves of the Salty Susan.
Beg your pardon?
Of the Salty Susan bar and inn.
That's where we met the sailor, or where our alternate selves met a sailor.
But
It is.
But there is no one outside
Because it's pissing down with rain.
because it's pissing down with rain.
I just wanted to make sure that we weren't like
Okay.
inside like a building or a warehouse or something. Like we weren't going to come up and then just be stuck somewhere. I guess it's the boat as well.
Or we should probably go the other way. That south tunnel, how high is the water in that?
With a thick layer of slime on it.
In this room? Or in
Yep.
this room?
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's-
in the square
this
one,
one.
going south.
That one, so the pipe is about 5 foot wide in diameter.
Okay.
And so it's currently got about a foot worth of water pouring out of it.
That's quite a lot.
That'd be tricky.
What about the middle cavern?
I don't know. It just seems like this is the only place I could have gone. Like everything else looks undisturbed. Let's have a look. We can always go back to the middle one, which is easier and safer. But the rain is only going to get worse. So
Yeah.
we're running out of time to investigate this.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
trying
heading
to work
south
out how
on
we
that
can
one?
speed this up.
Let's battle the strong water pipe. Is my vote.
Yeah?
Is it flowing into the room or out of it?
In
It's flowing into the room.
Okay.
So you're having to
So
climb
get-
through sewage.
Okay, so getting back into the room would be easier.
Yes.
Okay.
Falling into the room, being swept into the room would be
Yeah,
easier.
I mean, hey, at least it's because it's very raining. At least it's mostly just rainwater with the occasional turd.
Rainwater and all the crap that's on the street that's being washed
Yeah,
off the street.
it's not just like the concentration of sewage is very low. Is my point.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Sure, fuck it, why not?
Fuck it, why not?
So, who's going first?
I can stay at the front unless someone else really wants to go ahead.
You
Oh,
crack
wait,
on.
hold on a hot second.
Hold on.
Hot second.
Hold
Uh, I've lost my thing.
I've lost my thing.
What's
think I really wanna
I haven't cast a spell since then. So Gustav's spider climb is actually still active.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
So he could just crawl along the ceiling.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
I don't need to. I can just wade it. It's just gonna be really difficult because a foot of water
You
moving at
wouldn't.
speed is.
If you could scuttle along the ceiling,
Yeah,
you
or
would.
the wall. Yeah,
Mhm.
fine.
So maybe you should do that and have a little peeky and see what's up there.
Okay. I mean, I'm
Okay.
still within shouting distance. So
Exactly.
So, Gustav, as you manage to clamber your way around, you are very happy to be avoiding the torrential water that is pumping down the pipe.
it's just walking like sideways on the wall instead of
You
instead of the upright.
you begin to realize that that this is one of the main storm drains that passes through the center of the pipes. As you get halfway, you see that there's a small alcove that leads into what appears to have been crumbled down brickwork. But powering on to the end of the pipe, it finally reaches a wall that you're unable to pass under because the water is being squeezed between what you assume is the foundation of a building. So it's being forced up and over, but to one side you can see another iron grate leading into another room.
So to make progress down the pipe, I'd have to go underwater. Is that what you're saying?
No, so if you want to, you are unable to pass into the pipe because the pressure of water is being forced through, but the area that's wide enough for you to pass at the moment with the water level is to then pass into either one of the two alcoves. You've got the north alcove that it's some crumble down stonework, or to the south alcove, which is a grated door.
This feels very much like a puzzle for 5-year-olds that we're not getting.
I think maybe I can just go through the crumbled down bit. Surely, like I can just
Can
walk
do, yeah.
through. It's not. Yeah.
Is there a door there, or is it just a passageway?
It's just a passageway to the north. To the south, it is a like a doorway.
Is the crumbled bit? Is it dry? Like
Yeah,
as
it
the
is, yeah.
alcove? Can I see any blood or?
No, you can't see any blood.
I'm gonna go in and have a look anyway. But
So, as you clamber inside, it's a weird Z-shaped room, and the moment you enter into it, you see a host of ever-burning candles located in alcoves on the walls. There are somewhere in the order of 45 to 50 stone blocks, roughly roughly like 6 to 7 inches large, with names written on them, located in alcoves along the walls, with two crypts at the top right end, next to each other.
weird mausoleum.
Yeah,
It looks
some
like
kind
a-
of
It
weird.
looks like a mausoleum.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
there
not
anyone
going
in
in
there?
there.
Sorry, I missed a question in there.
Was there anyone in there?
There's no one that you can see.
Just a bunch of candles and
Just
dead
a bunch
folk.
of candles, dead folk, and stones sunk into the walls with different names written on them. But there are two large crypts that are located in the center.
Okay, well, I don't want to go in there, so that's cool. I'll just go back to the edge and report back. where
Like,
people
this
can
is
hear me.
cool. Irrelevant, but cool.
Well, so there's a mausoleum, and then there's another bit that I don't know if I can get into with like a grate. But
Well,
also,
the door to the manhole cover was open, so that one might be as well.
I suppose.
Kind of try.
What kind of monster would shut the gate behind it, though?
Well, I'm not concerned about monster. I'm concerned about finding Captain Lightfoot.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll try and open the grate at the end then.
As you get up to the end of the grate, you find that it opens up into a surprisingly dry room. In the middle of the room is it looks like a hastily put together steel grate with additional pipe work that has been added on top. So it appears as though people have welded or attached pipes onto the outlet pipes in the ceiling and piped them over a large metal grid where all of the debris and clothes and dead animals are landing and collecting on top of the grid before the water's then able to pass through into a deeper well and then back into the room that you came from.
Okay then. And it doesn't look like anything's been in here either, right?
Oh, no, it looks
the door
like
was closed.
No, this looks as though someone has been in this room a lot. There's a lot of evidence that people have been in this room in the past, or even not even that long ago, as there's a couple of still warm lanterns that are nearby. There's a lot of shuffle marks. There are burlap sacks down the side with what you assume are materials that have washed down the drains that people have fished out and are putting into these sacks.
Hmm. I'm just gonna go back to the group then, I think. Is there another exit to this room?
There is another exit to this room. There is another door to the southeast down here, which is a
Have a
steel
nose
door.
through there, right?
Steel door. Yeah, maybe I'll check the door to see if I can open it.
The door is locked.
Okay, cool. At least it didn't teleport me 10 feet in the air.
This time.
This time. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the group, I think.
You get back to the group, and you meet them in the main room. Currently, the water is definitely still flowing very fast. The room that you guys have been stood in all this time whilst Gustav has been exploring is now about 5 inches deep at your ankles in water.
Like you guys
Okay.
have been having fun in here.
Not
Iraven's
really, I've
reading her book.
I
We've all
don't
got very wet feet.
Very wet feet.
I don't really know like which way we should go at this point. So there's like a weird mausoleum thing that I don't want to touch, and then there's like a weird filter room where people have been collecting detritus that's been falling through the sewer, but no signs of, someone being dragged through the sewer or anything like that. So we just kind of have 3 metaphorical dead ends.
Well,
It seems like some sort of puzzle.
the straight ahead room that we initially checked, we did not try to cross that. I don't.
We did not. And
Was
if
that-
this
was
guy
that-
was being dragged away by some kind of monster thing, I don't think we'd have time to figure out the traps it set for us. I don't think they're that smart.
I don't think these creatures are that smart.
No.
Was that middle room? Was that crossable at the time?
Yes.
So I would. Apparently it was deeper, but it's like you could go around the edge.
Gustav, spider walk around the edge.
You just walk. Normal walk
Yeah,
around
we
the
should
edge.
go and check that option because I really don't know what to do now.
Yeah, let's go back to the middle room and cross it.
So you guys head back to the middle room.
Yep.
And as you get to the middle room, you see that the water has now increased. It's now roughly about a foot deep, and you are unable to see the footpath clearly because of the black slime that's on top of this pool.
I'm
It is
walking along
stinking.
with the staff of the adder, like scraping the ground in front, so I can.
Well, also,
tell.
Gustav can just walk along the wall.
I can walk along the wall, but if I need to like check to see if the floor is safe, then I'm gonna poke the ground with the staff to make sure it's actually there and it's not just deep water.
Sure thing. So I need everyone to roll me an investigation check.
Love me some investigations.
Investigation for the nation.
Oh, goody.
So bad at this.
11.
Ooh, like +2 or +3
Investigation is not good.
And I wait, investigation. It's a 7.
You
Investigate.
missed yet.
Hey!
Hey, that's alright. Some of us are decent at things sometimes.
Anyone who rolled under a 15, I need you to roll me a dex check.
Aww.
I'm on the wall.
Gustav excluded.
4.
5!
Actually, more to the point, does spider climb affect your hands too?
No.
I don't know.
Or you
Just
just
your
walk
feet.
on your feet?
It's just your
Okay.
feet.
Yeah,
I
you
was
just walk on
wondering.
your feet as if gravity had shifted.
Okay, yeah, fine. In that case, I'd stay to the wall, but still poking the water with the staff so I can
There's a-
check for.
There's a moment when... Tim, you're in front of Yurvin, aren't you?
I'm
That was
number
the marching order.
3 in the marching order.
Yeah.
No, I'm in front of Lindra.
Yeah. So
I'm at the back, so everyone's
As-
technically in front of me.
Everyone's at the back.
as you're walking forwards,
Oh no.
Lindra loses her footing and instinctively leans forward to grab hold of Tim, leans on your shoulder, and
pulls me in with her.
pulls both of you in.
A bitch!
Yurvin, in shock or empathy, also falls in.
Empathetically
I need all three of you to roll me a Constitution check
Mm.
because you just
Because-
fell in.
Because poo water.
So which ones were that? Sorry.
22! I'm immune to poo!
Uh, 22,
You have poo immunity!
22.
Brings me
I'm
to
immune
shithole.
to fucking hell. So, Lindra also got an 18, so that's fine.
Nice.
Anyone who fell in the water and rolled under an 18
Oh god.
so only Irvin.
So only me.
takes 3 points of poison damage
Thank you.
as your lungs are filled with literal shit. And you have to clamber out onto the side mid-vomit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm hurling.
Tim, you manage to shut your mouth and potentially your nose. However, you are still...
It's that point where, like, if Lindra's the one that slipped and pulled me in, you just, like, you get to that point where you tip past the point of no return and you're just like, well,
This is
Halfway.
it. This is my life
Little
now.
flip.
Sploosh.
this is unstoppable. I better reduce the damage as much as I can.
Both of you hold your breaths and successfully land in the water without swallowing any. However, the moment you surface, you are hit with just raw sewage smell.
Oh, you
inches
broke
from
the
your
crust.
nose. After
The crust.
after having successfully broken the crust of the poo pie, you
That's
have,
nothing.
Oh,
as you guys
Ugh.
clamber to the sides, barely holding your stomachs in, as you are coated head to toe in literal shit.
Man, I nearly lasted 2 full days without being covered in shit.
You guys now have you guys now have disadvantage on stealth.
Because
Great,
anyone with a
anything with a
mile can
nose.
smell you
Anything
coming.
with a nose will know.
The nose.
You guys managed to get your way mostly around, cleaning
Ugh.
cleaning your faces in the slightly warmer, sweeter smelling water.
Oh.
Which
I assume from the description that sounds like bathhouse runoff.
you do figure it out that it's bathhouse runoff. So it's
Weird
not the
white
nicest,
chunks.
but it's
Okay.
definitely the better one.
It's the fucking nicest water in the room.
Oh.
With an
What
So,
a-
occasion,
smell you later, guys.
with occasional globs of free hair gel. So
At least it's hot water, so it's like congealed and not sticky.
Oh.
we're off. There you go. Ding ding. 4 hours, 57
Demonetized.
minutes. That's how long we made it before we made a semen joke.
Yay.
You guys finally make a break in the side of the room before coming across an identical yet reflective room with clean running water, the same 24-inch wide pipe.
Oh, Irvin runs over and like opens her mouth under the clean running water.
You get mouthfuls of clean fresh water and twigs.
Twigs.
Is that
She crunches on a twig.
is that a wall down the middle of the room?
That is a wall down the middle of the room.
Okay.
It's identical to the room that you were previously in, but it's a mirror image of the one that you've
But it's
previously
not the
seen.
same. It's
But
not.
We
You
it's-
can't
see
access
the
one
other
from the
room.
other.
Yeah. Your
The,
internal compass suggests that it's in the same location.
Well, Tim's gonna rinse his head off because he doesn't like being covered in shit.
That's fine. You managed to rinse your head off.
Like, wow, now I can. I don't have fucking. I can breathe without smelling the shit that's caked onto my face.
You still have disadvantage on stealth.
This is an opaque wall, right? This is just
is, yeah.
this is the map giving the illusion of us being near it, but
Yeah.
it's
But
okay.
it's not. It's the same room, but it does have a 24-inch pipe in between.
Yes.
Oh, so wait, we can
So
see
can you get between the two rooms?
if you could squeeze through.
I mean, I couldn't.
If
I'm
you
just ain't
could,
gonna.
which
Is it
you-
full of water?
The water's coming through not very fast. It's just effectively like a waterfall.
Excuse me. What's that door to the south?
It is shut. This room, unlike the other ones, is roughly 4 feet higher than the rest of the area, and you've passed the high water line.
Okay. Oh, were we kind of moving uphill the whole time we were going through this system?
In this dog leg, in this L shape here, you've
Okay.
climbed up 4 feet.
Okay.
Well, I'll take the room with clean water in it over the room with poo in it.
Any day.
I'm not really that interested in going through there again.
Well, let's try the door, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess.
try the door.
As you guys reach for the door,
Yeah,
that
sure.
is where we're going to end this. Where we're going to end today's session.
Ah!
It is time.
Cliffhangers!
It is time. But you guys are in a safe room with fresh running water.
Oh my god.
Please remember that you have disadvantage on stealth. Tim, Yervin, and Lindra. I was about to say
Can we wash
Arissa.
ourselves in the clean water in the meantime?
You can, but that will take a short rest if you want to clean yourself fully,
That's true.
which is an
Okay,
hour.
you wanna rinse the worst off. You could take like 10 minutes and do that, right?
You rinse the worst
So,
off,
like,
but you
I'm
do
still
not-
kind of stinky, but I'm not caked in shit.
But you do not.
Every now and
have
then you
advantage
just
on
hear. Every now and then Irvin just goes.
Oh, she gets a bit again.
I'm okay.
It is, it's one of those
Everything
smells
goes down.
that,
That's why there's the stealth penalty.
yeah, you
Just
know
because
when
you creep up to a corner and then you just go.
Penalty.
you know when you get up, when you get a taste so strong you can smell it.
Ugh.
Yeah,
got that.
that's
Just
Ugh.
constantly. Because you definitely swallowed some of someone's excrement.
Yes.
And you've definitely got it like trapped in the back of your nose right now.
oh god, she's constantly like retching and cursing. Just like fucking.
So that is where we will leave today's episode.
Oh,
This is the best place to leave it for the moment before you guys before you guys power on. We have got plenty more planned.
Yay!
If you guys do want to backtrack, you can. If you don't, then we're fine. We'll carry on powering on. But at least for now, that is it, everybody. Thank you very much for turning up.
Thank you.
Thanks,
You're
Dad.
very welcome. I hope you guys enjoy. I know that this second half is a bit of a tone shift compared to the first half, but hey, that's the fun. You guys are now in a sewer trying to find one of your friends. So
Learned a valuable lesson about packing 2 sets of clothes at all times so that I can have my spelunking outfit and my fancy outfit. Because you've got us all dressed up and clean, and then you're like,
packing multiple sets
sewer.
of underwear.
yeah,
but
exactly, yeah.
that's why I went back to the cart. My nice
Also, if you
clothes were
could
saved.
Druids wear underwear.
You definitely needed a new set of underwear after that.
You guys definitely need underwear and new everything after
New
this.
everything.
Hey, at
Use
least this is
multiples.
Tim's not wearing. He's wearing his fancy clothes, not the ones he cares about.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, the opposite.
Uh,
Right.
Next time.